Hello everybody, welcome to the channel, welcome to the show. We are back for Saints and Sinners episode 36, Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. I don't have a name for the episode, so we'll find out one by the end of the show episode. Something maybe to do with 5-dimensional dungeons, or maybe 6. We're still working on that. Del says 5. She's been working.
My theory, I think
we've had some
5.
sleuths working throughout the week.
Yeah.
It's plural?
Well, Del thinks it's 5.
We've had a sleuth.
I've got a theory which will add that to 6. So we'll see how that goes. But welcome. This is our Saints and Sinners game. This is our Descent into Avernus. This is our Dungeons and Dragons out, and we're having fun. We're a few episodes in, actually, and a few levels up. We're about 8th level or so. Actually, just checking character. 8th level, 9th level. I was close. Wait, is that right? No.
A level.
We're A level somewhere along the line. Somewhere along the line, we've got levels. So yeah, we are surviving a 5-dimensional dungeon prison thing from Lorian Ross's mind. This is his creation.
Yeah,
this is totally his work.
The deep recesses of my damaged psyche.
And it is
this dungeon.
That's
a joke.
Weird, and the light is not our friend. Darkness is, but we don't have that spell. We've just got a few scrolls we found because the GM realized we don't have the spells. Although they're all along. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, when we level up, I'll take it.
Stuff that I'm just taking dark side. Like the devil's side. That's my plan. So yeah, it's a really confusing one. You can help donate the channel, and that helps our players. If every donation you do per $1, specifically to someone, gives that person a D4. That goes to D6, D8, D10 to D12. That can also, if that person doesn't use it, and someone else donates to somebody else, well, they get the donation. So there's only one live donation ever happening. The idea is that the more that we wait, the bigger the dice, but we need to use it at the same time. So that's the system we use for this one. It does help the channel. All donations essentially help pay for art and products and bits and pieces that we run these games on. We also have Syrinscape in the background. I'm using Syrinscape Online because it's amazing. They're not a sponsor, but they just add so much to the atmosphere to these games. And we also are using other products. Lorian, would you like to tell which other?
Yes. So for the purposes of this dungeon, I'm in the absence of music I've composed myself, which is something I'd planned to do, but never. Oh, that was overly ambitious to have everything prepared in time. I'm using music from Battle Bards and from Tabletop Audio, which is included as part of Roll20.
Yep. So if you're a member of Roll20, and you can actually play those as well through the Roll20 itself. So it's actually a really nice system. And so I think that's about it. We'll do our introductions and then we'll kind of do our starts. So Emi, would you like to do yours first?
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi, and I'm playing Ava, the human monk. And yeah, there's lots of math involved apparently, and I somewhat understand it, but Ava is just like, I don't get it. Just point me at a thing and I will punch it. You want me to open that door? Okay. Didn't want me to open the door? I'll open it anyway.
Can you climb up the walls yet? Can you run up walls yet?
Yeah. I can run up walls.
That makes things really, really interesting because that's one of the dimensions. The walls and the gravity is also really weird. Yeah. Del.
Hi everyone, I'm Del. I'm playing Reservoir, the Water Genasi sorcerer, and I'm excited for Lorian to prove everything that I feel like I now understand wrong. Which just means that I will have more stuff to try and figure out over the next 2 weeks.
Wow, lots of research, lots of Google.
No, I haven't been doing any of that. I literally watched one video and then the additional one that Lorian sent us. Everything else I've been doing on my own.
Lorian sent us a video.
Yes.
Yeah, about
Study.
dimensions when I was like,
Shit, I
hey,
didn't
this
study.
came out.
I did. It was less of a just. It was more of a case of me helping Del. You know, she's
Yeah.
like, I watched this video on like the fourth dimension, but it really doesn't explain it very well. I was like,
No.
here's one that does explain it well.
Now, can I copy your notes?
Have you got a rainforest amount of paper?
I've that's it's a lot of paper. I've tried to keep it all to things that Reservoir would be able to do. Because you can bet that she's also trying to figure out whatever's going on.
Every time they take a rest, Reservoir's just sitting there writing notes.
Pretty much, yeah. And mapping things out where we've been and trying to figure out how any of this makes sense with the world that she knows.
I've just realized Reservoir is the nerd and Ava is the jock.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I thought Warwick was the jock. Oh well.
There can be two jocks.
There can be two nerds.
Actually, wait, no.
Someone
Warwick
be a
is the
nerd with
depressed
me.
emo kid.
Yeah, that sounds right. Will, what's Ava then?
Yes.
Or what's Ashe?
Ashe is the nerd that's trying to fit in with the cool kids. That's who she is. But yeah, I play Ashe the Fire Genasi Artificer, and today we're going to go be exploring a very crazy dungeon by our good friend and dungeon master Lorian Ross, and hopefully today everything starts to make sense. I'm not sure if it would be amazing if Del was getting everything spot on, but that would just mean that Lorian was putting math books of work into the dungeon, and I'm not sure if Lorian did math a lot. Did you do well in math?
I have a feeling that this may have been a result of some hyper-focused deep dive.
I will tell you. I will give you one fact about myself, which might inform your guess about this. My A levels. I did 3 A levels. I did physics, maths, and further maths.
Okay.
And for those that don't know
I
what
got
A
A's and
levels, it's just I've got no idea either.
So I do maths. Maths, you know, it's one of my stronger suits. Ties well into music.
Also hyper-focus.
Yeah.
That's true. That is also true.
I have a feeling this is a result of some hyper-focus late nights.
Oh my god, yes.
Hi, my name is Karsh. I've got autism. One of the superpowers that I have from my autism is I understand physics. I've never studied physics. I hate math, and never studied math, at least in that type of degree. That's the only reason why I know kind of like have guesses about what's going on. But I used to game with physics doctorates, and that's really annoying. This just brings me back to, oh my god, not high school, but just out of high school when they're doing all their learning physics and they're trying to teach me stuff. I'm like, oh, it brings back all those nightmares. But I'm enjoying it. I play Warwick, the broken paladin, pretty much a broken human being. And emo kid kind of does work for him.
He's the emo kid.
Especially with the warlock side that's coming and creeping out.
We need a theater kid.
It's a celestial warlock though, so.
I mean,
would that be Burlock? Have you seen his drama?
It's like the celestial warlock is like the emo kid who's like really into religion, like who like takes the memento mori, like, you know, goth Christian aesthetic to like the next level, like dresses like, you know, the satanic priest kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Listens to Ghost almost exclusively.
We need a bard.
I think Burlock with like the drama, like his dramatic outbursts could be like the drama kid.
No, Burlock's like I think Burlock is more of like a jock type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I would agree. I think Burlock though, he's the kid that can really drift between circles, kind of friends with anyone.
Yeah. Ashe is kind of like going back on like that kid that's like in the workshop, maybe doing science. Yeah.
Ashe reminds me of the kid who's just good at school and doesn't really have to work too terribly hard for it.
It's true.
and
But
just
at
gets
the-
along.
Yeah,
I still-
but at
I
the
still-
same time doesn't care.
I still get the
Exactly.
mechanic style. Like he might
Yeah.
be good at school,
Yeah.
but doesn't do anything to show the fact that he's good because he just likes working on cars,
Yeah.
working in shop.
Ash just wants to work on cars. This is
the
modern
black-
high school AU.
Robotics club.
So teacher,
Yes.
or is it headmaster? Lorian?
Judge, jury, and executioner. Actually.
Oh no.
I am Lorian Ross, and I will be your dungeon master for tonight's Descent into Avernus. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to MrLiveProducer, who could not be with us today for personal reasons. But he will hopefully be joining us next week.
Yep.
For when we resume Circles of the Broken Chain. But just wanted to, address that he couldn't make it tonight. So if everyone's ready. When last we left the party, Ashe the Genasi Artificer, Ava the Human Monk, Burlock the Dwarf Barbarian, Reservoir the Genasi Sorcerer, and Warwick the Human Paladin, the party escaped barely with their lives against a terrifying and otherworldly entity which accosted them in the dark and mysterious and mind-bending dungeon which is this place they find themselves. A horrific creature composed of blinding radiant flesh, twisting within which can be seen the form of hundreds of limbs and faces and twisted bodies mashed together. By using a clever use of the darkness spell, which seemed to abate its attack on them, they waited for it to leave before hurrying back, getting a bit of a rest in, and finding that time spent in this dungeon seems to accelerate a mysterious infection of light that plagues almost all the party, but none more so than Ava. Whereupon they find themselves glowing a strange, eerie light. Their wounds appear to heal faster, but it leaves them sluggish, sore, and deeply, deeply uncomfortable. But still, managing to use the darkness outside the dungeon to abate that and get themselves a long rest, they ventured back in, discovering some of the unique and strange spatial aspects that this dungeon has to offer. And finally, they came across a strange sight. They found themselves seemingly standing on the ceiling of a vast chamber. Above them, they saw, suspended upside down, a settlement of sorts, populated by glowing humanoid figures and other strange creatures. One of which, a horrific creature with the torso of a man, but the lower half of what looked like an insect, with a face composed of nothing but glowing holes in an otherwise empty carapace. This creature and the denizens of this settlement saw you. As one of them cried out, pointing at the ceiling. Shall we roll for some initiative?
If I say no, can we just skip the encounter and say we win?
Let's just leave.
I don't think it works that way.
It's worth a try.
So, this might have... So, for the most part, this might have to be theatre of the mind, considering I can't really do a map with view of the ceiling. But there might be some things to be aware of that might come into it.
Flip the tokens upside down,
Just bring it
and
up.
then we can assume that that's the upside down.
I forgot how stupid Ava's initiative.
Yeah. But, yeah. By the way, Ava got like 25 initiative, so yeah.
Oh, let me get my dice. I always forget to do this before the session, and I think, oh, I need to roll something, and I haven't got my dice out.
That's okay. I never bring out the. I do the same thing with the critical cards we use for the Pathfinder 2 games.
That's not the right audio. That's a dis. There we go.
Okay, so we won't put the map on,
now.
but we'll keep the.
Okay.
I don't think
so,
we did.
Let me just add.
I don't think we did initiative last week.
We didn't.
Last fortnight. Yeah, that's probably. It's been a while.
13. And then let's roll for
The stuff that's going to kill us. Or hug us
It's not
gently.
going to kill us.
We're
We
going
are
to
going
hug
to
us
survive this.
Hug
and
us
be okay.
lovingly.
My cat is sleeping on my bed and he looks so cute. Hang on, I gotta turn off my green screen just to show it off.
A little bit of dead air.
Yeah. Adorable.
Aw.
So cute.
And that's why we have green screens, because we
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have our bed.
He's adorable.
Okay. Let's put them on the token layer. Oh.
I care if people see how disgusting my life is. There's a cute cat.
Okay.
We are
So, going first, Ava, you see these figures on the ceiling. In fact, just for the time being, I'll put them on the map. But know that they're not actually on the same level as you. They're about 60 feet above you, hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
In fact, I'll actually do what Warwick suggested. I'll do that.
Yeah,
Upside
there
down.
we are. They're upside down. Okay.
With MLP not being here, I'm now moving into production role.
Oh boy. So these things have very obviously
looks
seen
so
us,
dumb.
and they are like
Yes.
really far away.
Also, let's get a reminder of what
Let's not.
this thing looks like.
I can choose not to show that one.
Let's not have the viewers miss out.
No, I'm good with that. Should
I mean, I feel like we've seen worse. I probably shouldn't have said that, but
I had a moment where I was like, oh, if I did lots of if I have a bonus action dash, I can run up the wall to them. But then I realized that I'm gonna be 60 feet in the air and I'll fall.
Yeah, you can run up the walls. You can't
But,
stick to them. You can't stop on them. You'll float down though. Didn't we work that one out?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, come on, let's go. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't have the falling thing for yet. You know what? I'm just gonna have to do some defensive stances and prepare for battle, I guess. Stand in front of everyone and take the dodge action.
Okay, bracing yourself for whatever might come. You focus and you dodge. Okay, one of these creatures. It's just as in fact, one of the ones that was pointing at you. It lowers its hand and then just starts to lift into the air. Although from your perspective, it is coming head downwards towards you, twisting, and it is going to move about to there. I say it's got again, because we're doing this kind of theater of the mind. It's very 3D, so I'm having to figure out a movement. I'll say you can only really get there, and it's going to, yeah. it's going to use... What is the range on this?
5 feet.
50. It's not quite in range, so it's going to hold its action. Ashe, it's your turn.
Yes, I'm going to conjure my Eldritch Cannon as an action. It is going to be one that's attached to my wrist, not one that is movable. And then attaching to my wrist, I am going to look down at the creature, the one that moved closer towards us. And I would assume it is in range of the cannon.
Yeah, so it kind of used pretty much all of its movement to move diagonally up and down towards you. So it's kind of... it's currently about 20 feet off the ground from your perspective, hanging upside down in the air.
Oh, it's in the air. Okay,
This is
okay,
actually-
yeah.
Yeah, this is actually a little disorienting. I'm gonna turn them back over because I can't make heads or tails of it.
Okay, so as my bonus action, I'm going to use my Force Ballista and try to attack it. So let's go ahead and see if that works. That is a 17.
A 17 will hit
Okay.
for 14 points of force damage.
Yes, and I'm going to try to slam it back 5 feet.
Okay. So it takes that, and indeed, it is pushed back 5 feet. And it's strange. The impact, it doesn't seem to... It doesn't look like it hit flesh. It's like a hologram. But the light, it kind of just like bursts out behind it in like this strange conflagration of like twisting colors and patterns before that kind of pulls back in on itself. It's kind of like a crystal burst out from its back, just like that, and it cries out.
Okay. Yep, just back up.
Okay. It is Seer's go. Look at this thing, and it looks up at you with this expressionless face of craters and holes, the light emanating through, and it looks up in your direction and just sinks into the stone beneath it and vanishes from your view.
Oh, joy.
Hmm.
That's terrifying.
Mildly. Only mildly.
Traveling on the 5th dimension.
Oh. The initiatives are all for the same token. Alright, so we're gonna... Hold on. Delete these two. And then... add that one. This will be 9.
Damn.
And then this will be 8. Okay. So, this one's go. It is going to move up 60 feet. It's going to move here. And then, similarly before, you see it holds its hand out. And its fingers and its palm kind of twist and crystallize and grow and like in fractals before there's a flash of light. And it is going to use color spray. Which will, I believe, 15-foot cone, hit everyone except Reservoir and Ashe. Oh wait, 15-foot cone. I actually have a token for this that I gave to Ashe for her flamethrower. So let me just pull that up. It is player area, spells of the tokens, flamethrower. Here we go. This is a 15-foot cone. So. Yeah, it can get, as I thought, it'll get Warwick, Ava, and Burlock. Kind of, the thing is it's snapping to the grid, so that'll get those. You three. So, could I have you make, I believe I've just lost the spell, Constitution saving throw.
I wish it was dexterity.
Oh, is it? Well, it's It's the
I
flashing of the
know.
light in your eyes.
I know, but I
So-
wish. I wish.
Okay. So that is going to be a 14. A 14 and 18. Oh, I need to roll for Burlock because. And so, Constitution. I'm sure he'll be fine, but we'll see. Okay. Burlock fails, and Ava fails. You are both blinded.
Oh, that's rude.
Blinded for, as per the color spray spell, I believe it's for. I've lost the thing I'm trying to use is not bringing up the spell for some reason. Here we go. Let me just.
Just for clarity, it's on our ground. When you said float, like it moved 60 feet.
So it moved. So it's hanging upside down in the air from your perspective, hanging upside down, arm out towards you. This one is currently 10 feet off the ground from where you are.
Okay.
Finally, this one's go. It is going to. It's just going to move forward, and it's going to dash to get up to here, and that is at 0 off the ground. Okay, Warwick, it's your turn.
Cook, thanks for the subscription. Thanks for your 8 months of supporting the channel. You're very much appreciated.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Welcome in. Hopefully enjoy our TPK today.
We're not gonna TP. We'll
We
be
totally are.
fine. We'll be fine.
It doesn't feel as deadly as Pathfinder does, I'll tell you that.
So if he's 10 feet up in the air, I can reach him for 10-foot weapon. So I move across and...
I forgot to add Burlock to the turn order. I'm juggling a lot.
Okay.
12.
Well, what's
So
Burlock
he'll
action right
go,
now?
He'll go. Well, Burlock is going to. Would someone be alright to take control of Burlock? Purely because I am. That's just one less thing for me to juggle.
Sure, I can do it.
Yeah, sure. I will give you access to his character sheet then.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're having a look at that, I'll do my action, then you can do his 12 when needed. Does that sound right?
There you go. Now you should be able to control Burlock. So we'll put Burlock. I'll have Burlock act after Warwick and Reservoir, and then he'll be back to his normal point in turn order after that.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So if this one here is 10 foot off the ground, like upside down, I still have reach weapon on that, so I'll attack my normal attacks.
Yep.
So I just do 2 strikes. A 19 and a 28.
Both hit.
Oh, okay. 13 and 16. No smiting. That's
13,
bad.
13 and 16 points of damage.
And for the
Again, as you cut into this thing, it's like cutting into a prism of glass, and just where the blade cuts in the wound, it's like a crack. It like cracks and like fragments before like falling back again. But there's still a deliberate wound there that you could see. But the physiology of these things are alien and unnerving. Reservoir.
bonus action, I was going to do the butt strike, but
Oh,
yeah.
unless you had a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course, sorry.
20 to hit.
27, that'll hit.
No worries.
Is your halberd magical?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to silvered.
It's a silvered weapon, which has been worked on by Will to be magical.
Yes, it
Worked on by
is.
Ashe to be, yeah.
Yes, it is magical. It's +1.
With an infusion. Okay, good to know. Okay, Reservoir, it's your turn.
Yes, I am going to cast Chaos Bolt. I just realized that the damage isn't in here, so I have to put it in here. Sorry. The spell card was.
The audio is a little funky.
Sorry. I don't.
It's just.
I don't know how to fix that. So I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt just at this one here. Uh,
18 will hit.
And the damage would be, I get to pick between 6 or 8. Let's go with thunder damage.
Okay. Thunder damage. The loud echoing blast cracks into them, and it recoils backwards, crying out. Which one was it? The bottom one?
The bottom one, yes. And then I'm going to back up a little bit as well.
Okay. All right. Burlock's going to take his turn now because I forgot to roll him. So he's just going to charge forward. How many? Actually, no. I said Will will be controlling him. So Will, what would you like Burlock to do?
Well, he is going to charge forward.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to charge forward, going ahead. I can't move him, by the way.
Oh, you should have been given.
Yeah,
Control
I can't
of the
move
token.
him. It's okay if you just move him forward. He's not going to move after.
Control by Will. Oh, if you go into player area and drag out a new token, maybe that'll work. A new.
Oh, probably.
Burlock token.
Yeah, that works. Yep.
Okay.
So you could just do that one. All right, cool.
And then I'll add turn. Add turn. Initiative 12.
Perfect. Alrighty. So he's going to charge forward, going ahead. I don't think he's going to rage, at least for now. As he charges forward, can he get next to them? And is he going to be in the air, or is he going to be?
So that one directly in front of him is currently the one directly in front of him is 10 feet off the ground, and the one next to Warwick is 0 off the ground.
Okay. If that's the case, then he'll be charging towards the one that's on the ground, and then I think he can. Flanking exists in this system. That's right. All right. Then he's going to go around. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to flank this one. He's going to attack with his greatsword. And I think I'm going to choose to take the -5 penalty with Great Weapon Master. So let's go ahead and do it.
Okay.
That's 9. So that's unfortunate.
That will miss.
Do I have flanking or?
You would, so you would have advantage.
Okay.
But you're blinded.
Oh.
That's right. Burlock is blinded.
Which would be
Blinded.
So,
Disadvantage. Yes, that's 14. Yeah.
So it would have been 14.
Yeah. Okay.
And at the end of your turn, he may make another con save.
Perfect. Forgot that he was blinded. Oh yeah. Let's see.
That passes. He is no longer blinded.
Okay. And then I think he's gonna move back a little bit like this. 2 steps, and that'll be the end of his turn.
Okay. Ava, it's your turn.
Finally, okay. So the one next to Warwick is I am blinded. Shit. That one's on the ground.
No, did you save?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. That's right. Yeah. So the one next to Warwick is on the ground, and the other one is 10 feet up.
I'm just trying to think what Ava would know. Ava probably would have heard Burlock attacking that one.
Burlock wouldn't have done that a maneuver. I forgot he was blinded. He just charged in, slashed probably, but it's fine. So,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna charge in and see if I can attack that one. So there's a disadvantage because I'm blind. Let's make 2 regular attacks. 'Cause I'm
Both will hit
pretty sure I have 2 attacks.
for 19 total.
And then I'll just take the 1 attack on my I won't use key point because I am blind.
17 will hit. Oh no, wait, yep, 17 will hit for another 9.
Yep.
Again, you
And
batter
that's-
this thing.
That's my
and
action and
it's-
bonus action.
Yep. And it's like punching. It's strange. It's like you punch it, but it's like not entirely there. But it reacts, and you feel something. But it's almost incorporeal. And it's like this strange texture, which is like almost hard like glass, but then almost going through it like there's nothing, that it's just made of light. It's a very bizarre and otherworldly sensation.
Weird. And I can't even see it. Alright, so do I get to make another con save?
Yes, you do.
Also, do I get aura protection on that?
You do now, because Warwick is within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
Within, yeah. You might have got it last time, but
I
didn't. You have to remember that.
I left disadvantage on.
So that
wouldn't
would be
change.
7. No, you're still blinded.
Okay. Well,
And wait, you have a few. You have the sickness as well. Don't forget, which comes with its own.
I think I had.
So you are currently on level 5.
Oh,
Which
was it
means
5
you
or
have
4?
disadvantage.
I had 4 written down.
Oh, that's right, because of the rest, I think. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have 4.
And then I gained some
Well,
back.
yeah, the rest took us to 3, or it took her to 3. It removed 2, but then she
Yes.
went and she touched one of the ghosts.
That's right. Okay. So you're currently at 4, which is speed reduced by 10, disadvantage on ability checks, 5-foot dim light, but an extra 10 points when healed. So,
Okay.
So good and bad and still not good.
Yeah.
Okay. It is this creature's go. It floats down towards you, Warwick, and it reaches out a hand. And as it does so, the palm sort of twists in a spiral-like glass shattering pattern, and a light emits from it, and it reaches out and tries to touch you.
Bad touch, bad touch.
It's going to use Disrupting Touch. And that is going to be that's a natural 20. This is gonna suck.
Oh boy.
You look at it, and the vision of this pattern emerging in its hand fills your mind, and then the pattern extends, encompassing its hand and its arm before it phases through you and grabs hold of something inside. You take... Fuck. Fuck.
That's not good noises. Well, it was
41
nice
points of
knowing you.
radiant damage.
I didn't hear a word that was because other people were talking.
41 points of radiant damage. I rolled really high on 6d12.
Oh, good.
And make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
As your mind as your mind reels, you almost are completely frozen to the spot by the sudden assault on your senses, but you shake yourself free of it, hurt and burning inside, but not stunned. Ashe, it's your turn.
Okay. I believe I am going to have to. The one in front, seeing it do the bad touch on Warwick, I'm going to use my Force Ballista to try and push it away. So let me look at the right character sheet, and I'm going to Force Ballista it. That is a 15.
15 will miss.
Okay. And then...
As your aim is true, but this thing shimmers, and the bolt goes straight through it and doesn't seem to affect it.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to try and see if actually... Yeah, I'm just gonna probably just Ray of Lightning for this one. I think I'm gonna have to. Can't quite do anything else. It's a natural 1.
A natural 1. Roll me a D100.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
53, you just missed.
Okay, perfect. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. As you you wait and you watch, you see from near where the lightning struck in the room beyond, phasing out of the floor, you see that creature re-emerge as it just seemingly a half incorporeal lifts out of the ground, and then before its legs kind of grasp hold of the rock, it reaches out towards you, Ashe, and it pulls, and you feel you feel like the space between the two of you is torn and crushed together. Could I have you make a as it uses collapse distance, could you make a wisdom saving throw?
That doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good at all. Let's see.
19 is just what you needed. So, you are not teleported towards it. Instead, you only take 19 points of psychic damage.
Okay, that's good enough.
That's going to be its turn. Burlock's turn.
Okay, he is going to rage, seeing Warwick go danger, and then as his rage, he's going to move. So this one's on the ground, and this one's on the ground. These two, top two.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Okay. He is going to rage, and he's going to run behind. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And while he is raging, he is going to slam down with his weapon. I believe with a flank would be better. So he's going to range with the flank. He's going to attack.
If he does that, he will provoke an attack of opportunity.
If
Actually,
that's the case,
10 feet up, so never mind.
Okay.
And it's the creature's 10 feet up, so it's not the case.
Okay.
20 will hit.
Perfect. And then that's the
14
damage.
Points of damage.
And then he attacks again for his second attack as well. I haven't played Barbarian in so long. Oh my goodness. That is a natural 1. With flanking though, so it'd be 2.
Oh yes, you would have advantage.
Yes.
So we'll say that was the first attack.
Mm-hmm. And then this would be the second attack.
So we'll say the 20 and then the 1 was the first attack. Second attack, 16 just hits.
Perfect. That's 14 damage.
14.
And then I believe that's everything he can do. Yes, so that's the end of his turn.
Okay. This creature now descends down, and it reaches towards you, Ava. And again, the flickering, twisting pattern in its hand reveals a blinding light as it reaches towards you. With a disrupting touch, that is going to be a 9... Oh, cocked. That is going to be a 21. 22
Yeah, that
to hit.
hits.
You take 8 points of radiant damage and make a con save. Sorry, wisdom save.
Wisdom save? I still have aura protection. My saves are so bad.
You, as this thing, it's not nearly as crushing a blow as it was to Warwick, but still, something in this light, combined with the light that's already inside you, you freeze to the spot, your eyes swimming with flashing colors, and you are stunned for a round.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Okay. That one is then going to turn around and go for Burlock. Again, they're all hanging upside down from your perspective, reaching out towards you, their legs trailing into the sky, their heads closer to the ground. It's unnerving. So against Burlock, that's a natural 1. Roll this. Not severe. Just misses. Okay. Warwick, it's your turn.
For God's sake, we need to pick on one and take that one down. Stop spreading the damage about. But now the freaking, like, the other top two, who's the worst looking? They both look bad, I'm sure.
The middle one is the worst looking.
But there's no flanking.
It seems like it's struggling to keep its form. It's kind of
okay. Well, I'll
like
try.
crackling, like glitching.
I'll try the middle one. One attack for the middle one. Not enough.
That will hit for 15 points.
Still there? Try it again.
It's still there. $20 will hit for 9 points of damage. You stab into this thing, and it shrieks out, crying out in pain. And as it does, and its face just folds in on itself, like one of those paper folding puzzles, which just goes in again and again and again. There's a blank face, and it just glows, and the back of its head explodes out. It disappears, and then you see what looks like a humanoid skeleton, a human skeleton, fall away upwards, clattering to the ground above you. And what is left in its place is a familiar sight. You see one of those strange ghosts where the creature once was.
Like the one I touched?
Yep. And it's now just hovering there.
Okay. So great weapon fighting. I killed something, so I get to do a bonus attack with a full shot, and that's what I'm going to do with the one I've got advantage on.
Yep.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. That will... Yep. Okay.
And that's, I think, all I can do.
That's your turn, yep. Reservoir, it's your turn.
I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt again, but I'm going to use a sorcery point to twin it. And so I'm going to target with one of them, this top one, and with the other, creepy friend over there.
Okay.
So this will be the top one, which is natural 20.
Or 21 23, 27 points of damage.
Nice.
And let's do psychic damage
Okay.
for that one. I'm hoping
So
that...
you blast this thing with a psychic assault, and it doesn't react. Poor choice.
Good to know. Good
Shame
to
to waste a
know. But anyway, there's still the other one, which would be a 9, which probably won't
I
hit.
will miss. Oh, roll a d20 for me, please.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot I needed to do those.
Lose age, lose age.
No, not again.
I don't want to change
Literal
diapers,
child.
but
Literal
I'm
child in the
already
party.
I'm already less than half of how long she's lived. It's terrible. Well, I was not very useful that round. So I'm just gonna step back a little bit further then. Because
Okay.
fear.
Ava. It is
My turn again. Well, I'm stunned.
Yep. So, end of your turn, you're no longer stunned.
Yep.
Make a con save for the blindness.
A. Very blind.
Bad luck. Okay.
It's the worst luck.
The creature that is between Burlock and Warwick is going to make another disrupting touch attack on Warwick. In fact, let's see its options. Yeah, no, it's going to use disrupting touch. So it reaches out towards you again. With they're rolling really well. 26 to hit.
no, it's a miss. Yes, it's a hit.
Take 15 points of radiant damage. As once again the shifting hand reaches out and grasps at you, sending a sickening pulse of radiant energy through you. Make a con save.
$26 critical.
20. Alright. Ashe, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to go in and going to attack. Not go in, sorry, wrong character. I'm going to Ray of Lightning the one in front of me. It is flat 17.
17 will hit.
Okay. Do the damage and
why is
then.
this one not on the turn order? Oh no, it is. Okay, never mind.
Why is my. Hold on. I also have Arcane Firearm. I don't think it was adding the damage on that
Okay.
either. So it should be
It
15.
wasn't, no. So it's another 5.
And then the Force Ballista now. So hit that.
Same target.
Yes, same one. And I'm
Right.
going to choose not to move it. And then I'm going to
Okay.
see if I can get a better angle. Is the one back here not doing anything? Or is it seemingly... oh, it did the others,
been-
yeah.
It tried
yeah,
to
it's-
tried to
Yeah,
teleport.
tried to teleport you. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. You felt the space. You felt it try to crush the space between you to
Yeah.
draw you towards it.
Yeah.
And it assaulted your mind with the energy of that ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna just position myself behind the melee fighters. Farther away. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5.
hide behind the stairs.
Yeah. Hide behind somewhere.
There is
and that's-
stairs there.
Is it hideable? Oh, I can't take cover regardless. I already used both actions. That's the end of Ashe's turn. So.
Okay. It
Mhm.
is that creature's go.
Remember that
It's
section of the map is like a
Yeah,
barrel.
it's a
with stairs running
barrel
around
going
it.
around. It's
Yeah.
it's confusing.
Blame Lorian.
This creature scuttles along the ground towards you, its legs clattering like insects. It's going to move its full movement, which is 30. Yeah. So and it's going to stop right there. And it's the eyes, or the space in its face just starts to glow and pulse like a heartbeat, and it reaches out its staff into the sky. This staff with twisting and almost organic-looking crystals growing along its top, and two orbs of light blast towards Ashe and Reservoir. Both of you, could you make wisdom saving throws, please?
Mm-hmm. Moved far away. I moved away. 6.
A 6.
Oh,
And
wow.
a natural 20. So, Reservoir, this orb impacts you, but you... Nothing happens. You breathe. Maybe nothing appeared to happen. However, Ashe, you take... Got... 27 points of psychic damage, and you are frightened until the start of the creature's next turn, as your mind is racked with confusing and twisting images of psychedelic fractals and twisting light and strange images that your brain struggles to comprehend.
Math.
Burlock's turn.
Oh yes, Burlock. I'm Burlock. That's
Yes,
right.
you're Burlock.
All right, perfect. All right, I'm going to attack again. It's going to be a attack. So let's do it. Should be. I'm sorry. I'm not putting advantage on. So 23.
23. That'll hit
Mm-hmm.
for 9 points of damage.
Yep, and then also do it again, one more time.
27 for 12.
Mm-hmm.
Both hit.
Okay. And I believe that is. Yeah, but he can't move around. He's gonna try. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. That's the end of his turn. I think just attacking twice.
Okay. This creature is going to move over here. Flanking with its ally is going to make a disrupting touch attack against Burlock with advantage. That's going to be a 21. I believe hits his AC of 16.
Mm-hmm.
So Burlock takes 13 points of radiant damage, halved for him, which is down to 6.
Okay.
And con save for Burlock.
Mm-hmm. Oh, should
With-
be at advantage.
And
Yeah,
plus
with
3.
our protection. 23.
23, he's fine. Totally
Mhm.
fine. Okay, Warwick, it's your turn.
Let's do the stupid. Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it will. A 13,
No.
I believe, will hit.
I'm going to move to there. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll move to there and do the strike with the range.
Okay.
Great time for a 1.
Natural 1. Roll me a D100.
You have the worst luck today.
77.
77, you're fine. Lucky
And
sevens.
let's try the second one.
No serious effect.
18.
18. That does hit.
Oh,
Except,
shimmy.
as you swing towards it. This creature looks towards you. It vanishes, and one of the other creatures appears in its place, and you hit it instead.
Okay. That was one that was low, so that's 10. Burlock, you're screwed, but have fun. You've got a lot more hit points than I do. So, second attack. Oh wait, no, I've done the second attack. So
this would be your bonus action.
Bonus
attack.
action, which is not the real weapon, it's the butt strike. So I have to roll that again. So 18 for 7 points of damage.
Yep, that does kill it. So once again, you see its body collapse in on itself, like twisting geometric. Like this humanoid figure becomes twisting geometric shapes. A humanoid skeleton somewhere from within falls out and falls up to the ceiling, and what remains of this thing twists, collapses, and once again, you see left there another one of those ghostly figures.
And because this is not Pathfinder, I've got movement. Move back to flanking.
Anyone who knows Neon Genesis Evangelion, these things are move a lot like Ramiel, the sort of the angel, which is like a twisting geometric pattern of light, and it screams like it as well. It's that was a little bit of inspiration. I'll post that in the Discord later for that reference.
It's unsettling.
Reservoir, Del, Eric.
Sorry, I didn't realize that I was muted. Wait, have I been muted this whole time? Oh my god.
Only about 3 rounds,
Okay.
but we're good.
I am sorry. I am not very smart today. I used up all my energy on trying to figure out those shapes. I am going to once again twin spell, but this time I'm going to do it with Chromatic Orb, and I'm going to do it at 2nd level. And so I'm just going to go one of each. So first being the creepy individual, Chromatic Orb, 2nd level, obviously acid damage. So 19
will hit. And you're going for the this guy here.
Yeah, the first one will be that guy. I'm twinning it again, so I'll do both of them.
19 for that one.
Yes, and then for the other one, it is...
Acid seems to be wholly effective
Thank
as
goodness.
it splashes, and this thing, it doesn't make a sound. Like, it kind of flinches and twists, but no sound comes out of it. Meanwhile, the other ones scream this high-pitched wail, like, which is just terrifying.
Yes.
So for 6 points of damage.
Man, that's such a low roll. That's a 1, a 2, and a 1, plus another 2. But yeah. And I'll call out to Ashe. Are you okay?
Fine. Just kill it!
And that'll be my turn. I'll stay where I am now.
Okay.
Amy?
Up next, Ava.
Yes. I'm gonna punch this thing. Still disadvantage because I'm still blind. I'm just gonna
Maybe
wail
next
on it.
round, Burlock can move to help flank
Wait,
for you.
is that thing is that thing like within reach of me, or is it on the ceiling, 10
On the
feet
ground.
away?
It's within reach of you.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep punching it.
Did I need to roll wild
use
magic?
flurry of blows.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I got it.
20 and 22 both hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna
A
use
total
flurry of
22 points
blows to do
damage.
another 2 attacks. Which is
It's not gonna be.
Neither of those hit.
It's not. No.
right.
If it's
So
not, I will riot.
I'll make my check.
Yeah, so yeah, because you twinned, that triggers wild magic.
Well, yeah, I twinned and I cast it at 2nd level, so.
Oh yeah, so the DC was 3.
No!
Oh my god.
Oh god! Oh god!
Roll a d10, Dal.
Am I right?
Oh no.
If
Oh,
I
no.
roll an odd number,
No way.
Nine.
No way.
9. So this, I believe, is the how young she is.
I'm now 12.
Oh no.
So
Oh
voice breaking.
no.
No, that. So
I have rolled odd numbers 4 times.
That's a 150. Like, I just I want to make sure. Okay, so no, it's not. The thing isn't. It's just bad luck. Okay, I just clicked roll 3 times and it came up again in one of those 3. So I guess maybe it's just luck.
It's, yeah, well, because if I roll an even number, I get older. If I roll an odd number, I get younger. And I just
you're now
keep
12.
getting younger. I'm now 12. even though
Wanna-
even though I'm 32, I'm 12.
Okay, no, something. I just rolled it again. Either that's like. That can't be.
Random.
No. Sorry, I saw D10 and thought it was the same thing. It's not. No, it is just random. It is just like. I wanted to make sure that I hadn't configured the table wrong, and it was like favoring one thing more often. But no, it's just bad luck. Okay.
Oh, if I had the power, I would, but that's because I'm a mean GM. But I know
Why
you're
can't
not.
I just polymorph myself into a sheep?
Or a pot plant.
At this
That
point,
already
I think
happens.
the potted plant would be less embarrassing.
Just think, could have been 9.
Emi, you might have to change. The
The height.
The height.
reservoir's
Yeah.
height for the thing you're working on.
Yeah.
Ashe, it's your turn.
Yeah.
You saw now as you watched this happen as Reservoir just kind of shrank again, and is now looking like a young child.
I'm just gonna ignore that, and I'm going to just I'm going to try and slam the one. I'm gonna try to hit the one behind Burlock. I think just hit it away. So I'm gonna try to force ballista it.
Then throw
Oh,
Reservoir Hanson tape to listen to.
I feel like this is Karsh cursing me.
Possible. Karsh
I'm
does curse a
gonna
lot.
figure out the statistics. The statistical likelihood of this happening.
So 19 disadvantage
on
because
the main guy.
it's gonna be on the one behind Burlock actually.
On the one behind Burlock. Okay.
Yeah, and
11.
push him back 5 feet.
Yeah, brilliant.
And then for the ray of lightning, actually, is there any actual spells I want to cast? No, all my spells are auxiliary, so they do nothing. Perfect. All right, I'm going to use my ray of lightning to hit it. That is 16. So-
That misses. Were you going for the same one?
I'm going for this one right here. This one instead.
No,
No.
that does this. Yeah. That
Okay.
misses.
All right. And I'm just gonna kind of yell and just say, "We've got to focus." As I'm I can't move forward. Yeah, that's right.
You can't move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's into the end of its next turn.
Mhm.
So
That is the end of my turn.
its go. Does not get its ability back. It is going to. It's gonna raise its. It's gonna raise its staff into the air, and it's going to make 2 attacks. against Warwick. So, first attack. It's going to be a 18 to hit.
Miss.
18 misses you.
Yes.
And its second attack is going to be a 20,
That one hits though.
which does hit. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and
In the radiant.
oh god, I rolled 2 7s and 8 and a 3. You take 25 points of radiant damage. I've rolled I've rolled really high when it comes to for damaging you with radiant damage. That's ridiculous. Revenge for Smite. Okay, and then it is going to sink into the earth again and disappear.
Like a bitch.
Is it moving away?
It
Is
is.
it?
Would it be Sentinel? Would that proc or no?
Let's do the attacks of
Yeah,
opportunity, I believe.
you can
So, do we all get
certainly
attacks of
try.
opportunity?
But the main one is Burlock Sentinel.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's all punch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
going to.
I'll do
attack.
mine.
So 29 hits,
Mhm.
16 misses, and
I'm rolling. It should be going.
This is the
through.
main one. If Burlock hits, it might not be able to move.
Yeah!
Burlock
25.
hits. It's going to use its reaction to trade places with this one.
Ah, what a loser.
Again, Burlock hits
Oops.
what would be a blow to hold it in place and grasp it, but this thing, what it does, you see, as it shrinks down to the earth, Burlock swings to it, it flashes, and in 1 second it's facing Burlock, and the next second the creature is there instead of it, and Burlock impacts with a 25. I don't know what that second roll was. For
Oh, it
18
was just
points
lagging.
of damage. Okay.
Perfect.
And then it's going to continue its movement and disappear.
Can it continue its movement? Because it's still Sentineled if hit.
It attack
It hit
nothing
the
hit
other
it.
one.
It was not hit. Burlock's attack hit the other creature.
Oh, that's right,
Not
because
it.
that's the
Yeah,
part of it.
yeah.
Bugger. Oh well. The other creature's still okay?
Barely. It's now crackling and like shifting, and
Almost.
it's looking like its form is not holding.
Well, what's it going to do? Because that's his go. Oh no, it's Burlock go.
Burlock's go. Burlock is going to
Yep,
try and
Burlock's
finish this
go.
one off in front of him. So he's going to try and attack it.
Do the with advantage. Let's do this.
Let's do it. 17.
17 will hit, and with that, once more, this creature discorporates, the remains of what was once a human skeleton falling out of it into the ceiling, and remaining in its place, one of those ghostly figures.
And then
Warwick.
Burlock's
Oh,
going to move
sorry.
around.
Okay,
Yep, that's the end of his turn. I don't want to move any further.
Warwick, it's your turn.
Move back into here and let's see. 29 healing hands. Or lay on hands.
Okay.
Do I get pluses for being infected, or am I not that yet? I'm infected one.
No, you are not that. Yeah, so you're infected 1.
And that's one action to do healing hands, and
Yep.
the one I didn't want to have to do is healing light. Both actually. Both dice for healing light, which is 2d6.
Okay.
On myself. For 6.
Okay, you heal 6 points of damage. You heal 6 points.
By the way, I was on 7.
And you kind of, you're reluctant, like you're worried that, God, Is this going to? But no, it seems to heal you without any complications. Reservoir.
Yeah. So I'm going to go over. Does Warwick still look pretty bad?
Half.
Okay, I will let you be then. I'm going to assume that I'm gonna ready acid splash for when this thing comes back up and pretend like my life isn't miserable right now.
Mike, Del.
Okay.
Mike. Yep.
Yeah, you're rubbing against your microphone, and it's.
Thanks.
All right, Ava, it's your turn. You are now standing there. These ghostly figures just like hovering right next to you. And
I have no idea what's happening. I'm blind as fuck, and I can't hear anything. So I'm going to. Can I prepare action to attack it if it goes near me, and try and.
Sure.
Maybe end my turn to see if I can. Wait, if I prepare action, is it my end of my turn now after the action?
If you prepare, no, your turn ends now, and so the prepared action is a reaction that happens outside of your turn. So you may make save versus blind.
Oh, I left disadvantage on.
So it would be a 20, which passes.
Yay, I can see!
Ashe, it's your turn.
Okay. We don't know where it went, huh? Let's see. I'm going to try and. Let me see. Did it seem like it went invisible, or did it sink into the floor? It just sank into the floor, right?
It literally just sank into the ground, into the rock.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm just gonna ready an action to dodge. Actually, I'll ready an action to. Yeah, I was gonna ready action to hit it. Actually, let me just do that instead.
Okay.
Yep.
So you brace yourselves, starting to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm. Concentrating.
Okay. On its go. It doesn't reappear, but the rest of you hear a pure tone reverberate through this chamber. And as it does, the ghostly figures before you look up towards you, no longer sort of discorporating, no longer reacting now to you around them, looking.
I have a question.
Yep.
Because I have corruption
Yes.
for I was being able to hear them sing. Did they stop singing?
No, the singing has now become louder. Not necessarily louder, but it's like, not in the sense like the volume has increased, but it's like the voices are angrier now
Oh,
in the song.
that's not good.
And so, we are going to. It's group. I believe it's that. Nope. What is the command again? I forget what the command for group initiative is. Is it tilde? It's been so long since I've done this. Nope. I'm just gonna roll it, not as normal. 23, natural 1, and 21. So, 3, 6, 21. That's a surplus one, so we'll get rid of that. Oh god, why there's too many of them. Okay. That is its go. It does not reappear. Burlock. It is Burlock's go. These things now seem to be engaging. And they seem to be flittering in and out of visibility.
I don't know if we're gonna attack them or not. Did they see that they're hostile?
You're not sure. Make an insight check. 21. Yeah, you see them kind of, they seem agitated. They seem like, and you see them kind of like reach out and then jutter away and reach out again towards Ava, and who is closest to them.
Oh well, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, he's gonna rush forward. He's going to still raging, I believe, since he just attacked. Yeah, he just attacked. Yep. He's going to attack twice to try and slam. He's gonna do Great Weapon Master on the first one at least.
Disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see. 17
will hit.
Oh no, it would be 12. Sorry, because I did Great Weapon Master on the first one.
So 12 will miss.
Okay.
So
then...
as he swings down through, this thing, the blade passes straight through it, but it flickers. Like these things are continuously flickering. As the blade passes straight through, it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Okay. It's gonna do another attack. It's 14.
14 will miss.
Okay. Oh, I'm also flanking. Would that cancel it out or no?
Again, that would make it just a normal roll. So that would have been a 22, which will hit. So kind of taken aback, Burlock brings back and swings again, and this time it does find purchase, and the ghostly material kind of slashes out with the cut of the blade like mist, and this thing spasms with the impact.
Okay.
For 11. Oh, it's... Oh, no, that's not what I want. Hold on. I've made the mistake of... They're all sharing the same HP, which is not meant to happen. So, let me just amend that. But in the meantime, Reservoir, it's your turn.
Yes. How bad do Burlock and Ava look?
Ava looks pretty much fine.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna make reckless decisions. That's what I do best, right? That's what I do. At this point, I'm 12, right? So yeah.
12 though.
No. Or at least I don't think so, but at this point, fuck it. I am going
to listen to Hanson.
I am going to twin spell haste on Ava and Warwick. So that's
okay.
A lot of sorcery points and a higher level spell.
20, please.
Yes,
be a DC
you
6.
Can.
9, you're fine.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna kind of.
Anything else in your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna back the fuck up a little bit. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. Warwick, it's your turn.
They look like they're going to attack, but they haven't yet. I will.
You're not sure.
We're not
they're
sure.
acting very erratically.
I won't.
Burlock has attacked them.
I'll
Remember,
call everyone
these
to
things
stop.
infected Ava.
I'll call everyone to stop and hold off and hold my action. If they do attack Ava, I will attack back. So essentially,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's your action. You still have a hasted action and a bonus action.
Everything is like if
You can
they.
only hold an action.
That's the problem.
Okay.
Try to motion to them not to attack and try to call everyone else to stop. And
I'll tell you what. Make an insight check.
oh, that's not a good part of it. Okay, let's try.
Yeah, you're not sure. The movement is jittery and erratic, and you
Yeah.
can't make heads or tails of it.
That's exactly. I
Okay.
will try to get them. Like I'll try to motion and try to calm the tensions down. And even though like they probably won't understand, just I'll try to do a not interpretive dance, but the gesture of like we don't want to attack. We don't want to attack.
Okay. As this thing now starts twitching and gyrating and moving, it's suddenly like arms out wide, and you all hear a piercing shriek in your ears that rings the inside of your skull. Gotta get everyone, except I think maybe Reservoir you might be out of range, but let me check. So 6 is that one, and no, Reservoir, you're in range. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Ava, you're in my
Fair.
range.
Yeah. I finally just got done with being blind. I don't want to deal with more stuff.
Okay. Warwick is fine.
Oh.
Ashe and Burlock still need to make a save.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask if Ashe needed to. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. First one is Burlock. Second one is Ashe.
Okay. Burlock and Warwick are fine. Del, Ava, and Reservoir, Ava, and Ashe, you are frightened. And could you all please roll a d100?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I just finished being blind.
High good.
Okay.
Low bad.
Alright, so, while you are frightened, Ashe, you are stunned. As the power, the shrieking in your mind, the singing now has turned to screaming, and you clutch your ears and you can't help but just freeze in place. You are stunned. Reservoir. The situation you're in, the fact that all this horrible things and the age reverting again, you can't help but laugh and cry and you are incapacitated while the emotions just overwhelm you of this situation.
Puberty.
And
All right. I have a question that I really don't want to ask.
Yep.
Can I maintain concentration while I'm incapacitated?
Good question. It says just you cannot take actions or reactions. Incapacitated concentration.
Is that the haste spell? Which we've just gotten. If we come out of it, we're then drained.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Concentration.
Yep.
That I just spent
So,
3 sorcery points and a level 3 spell on?
and risk.
Yep. Being incapacitated ends concentration. So, Warwick and Ava, not only. And Ava finally. You start babbling. You start chattering. You can't seem to form proper words. Lucky you're not a spellcaster, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to supply vocal components. But at the moment you're just panicking. You're kind of like chattering. Madness is fun. But also, as the haste comes to an end, the lethargy takes over you and Warwick, and you cannot take actions for your next turn as the haste wears off.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I should have stepped back further.
I mean,
Did
you
you
are
say-
pretty far back.
Is this just the fear in this, or did you say that there was damage too, or?
No damage. This is just
Okay.
a frightened / madness effect.
And do I get my attack? Before
No,
that happens?
because the haste wears off.
If it attacks,
And
that was my action. Ready to action.
you were holding your action.
That's what I'm
I'll
saying.
allow you the one attack.
Thank you.
Haste is fun.
As it shrieks out, but then you instinctively lunge out towards it, but then you drop your halberd as the lethargy takes over. Yeah, 25. That's the threshold for severity. So you drop your halberd, and you I would say for that you fall prone as well, as you kind of collapse from the intense wave of energy that lack thereof that overcomes you. It's then going to attack. It's going to attack Burlock. As it reaches out with its flickering hand, strikes out towards Burlock with a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And where it touches Burlock, the skin withers slightly and burns as well. Paradoxically, he takes 11 points of necrotic damage and 11 points of radiant damage.
Halves?
To 11 total.
Okay.
11 total.
85.
Better totems.
Mm-hmm.
And then it flickers and vanishes and reappears. Oh, I'm still holding the measurement. It flickers, vanishes, and reappears here, and is going to make that attack on Warwick with advantage. A 23.
Hits.
So hit for Jesus. I'm again rolling high damage for you. 14 points of necrotic and 3 points of radiant. Total 17.
Okay.
All right, Ava, it's your turn.
Yep.
You can act normally, but you are incapable of speech.
I can't do actions though, because I'm tired.
That's right, because you're tired. So, the haste specifically. What is the? Let me just read up on that. Can't move or take actions until after its next turn. So yeah, that includes bonus actions. So
Yeah.
your turn ends. The
Sorry.
other Maidlands go.
Okay, you tried.
It too lets out a shriek in a similar way. Warwick and Burlock, wisdom saving throws, please. Doesn't matter because the other three are already affected.
Does Aura of Protection, is it still on?
Actually, no. Never mind, because they succeeded on the last one, so it's
Immune.
any unnatural dread. So yeah, so you didn't even need to make the saves. You're immune to this effect now.
Okay.
And
For
it
life.
is going to. This one vanishes. It appears behind Burlock, and then reaches out to grasp hold of him with a 23 again for further 12 necrotic, and Jesus, 11 radiant. I'm rolling. That was a 5 and a 6. I'm rolling 5, 6s, and 4s on these d6s. So 12, 11, 23 total, halved to 11.
Okay. 74. Mm-hmm.
All right. It's going to make a second attack on Burlock again, not with advantage this time. Oh, actually, no, because it's flanking, so it still has advantage. Which is going to be an 18, which hits for 8 necrotic, and Jesus, 12 radiant.
It's another 10.
6s. So 10 points total. Radiant damage is just... I'm rolling ridiculously high on all my radiant damage rolls. Like, this is crazy. Alright. It is now Ashe's turn. You are still clutching your head, reeling from shrieks within. End of your turn. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It's 4, yeah.
4. You're still frightened and still affected. While you're frightened by the short-term madness, you're still stunned.
Burlock.
Okay.
There's a.
As you watch as the creature rises once more out of the rock, it looks around and its eyeless gaze falls once more on you, Ashe.
We're getting a lot of
out
audio
towards
coming
you.
through.
Oh, I think that's Emi. I think your scribbling is being picked up by the mic. As it reaches out again, its clawed and gnarled hand, and once again the space contracts. Make a wisdom saving throw.
For Ashe, correct?
Ashe.
Yes.
3.
I'm going.
The space between the two of you contracts, and you suddenly find yourself right next to it in its grasp. And holding Ashe, it starts to descend back into the rock, taking Ashe with it. Burlock, it is your turn.
Burlock is going to try and... Oh man, Burlock needs to save so many people. Everyone is dying around him.
This went from we can do it to we are all going to die really quickly.
It's rough. Burlock is going to try and make sure that dying. Okay, I'm gonna roll. Okay, I'm going to go help Ashe.
Burlock had it. Burlock's. Oh no, he wasn't hasted. Never mind.
He wasn't hasted. No.
Yep.
Burlock is going to go help Ashe. Not because, Burlock's being controlled, but because Burlock rolled a 3. He's going to walk past, taking an attack of opportunity if that occurs.
Yep. It will.
Okay.
A 25.
Okay.
For 7 points of necrotic damage.
7
And
points.
that's another max roll on the Radiant.
So 7,
There's another
19.
12.
So it'll be
19, half to
9.
Half to 9, yeah.
So 55. Okay. Would Burlock be able to... I think the only way to stop a grab or a grapple is to shove, right? So really the only way.
I think you can try and wrench the target from the grapple.
Okay. That's still athletics versus athletics, correct?
Yeah, that would be yes.
Okay. Well, it is athletics then. I'm going to try and wrest Ashe away from the grasp of the thing. The thing. I believe it is normal because we have the sickness. I'm not sure what his sickness is at actually.
He's not. He doesn't have disadvantage.
Yeah, it was pretty low, right?
I think so. I think he's the
do have a
last one. Right?
I am keeping a tally.
Okay.
He hasn't got any levels at the moment.
Okay, so he does have advantage on athletics right now then, because it is a strength base. He's gonna try to wrest Ashe away.
Yep.
21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to. Yep. So he rolled a 23.
Ooh. Would Ashe be able to help with
You're
Flash of
stunned.
Genius? Oh, I'm stunned! No! Alright, well, I'll watch myself die.
Sorry.
Yep, that's the end of... I
Little
forgot,
high.
I'm stunned. That's the end of Burlock's turn, because that is his action. And resting ways doesn't count as an attack, I don't think. Does it?
I made the calling last week that you could do it twice, but I'm not sure what the actual ruling is. Because I think breaking grapple, I treat it like breaking grapple. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this replaces one of them. That's grappling. A grappled creature can use its action to escape. Yeah, I made the ruling last time that Warwick could use his attacks to try and do it, but I don't think that's... I got it confused with actually grappling someone. So if you're attempting to grapple someone, that's multiple attacks, but actually escaping the grapple, and trying to wrest someone free of a grapple, which I treat like escaping, it's just a one per action.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, that is the end of Burlock's turn then.
Okay. Reservoir. You are still just...
Yeah.
You're still incapacitated. End of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw. 5. Still inconsolable, still affected by the fear and the madness.
Oh no!
Warwick.
I'm so sorry.
Warwick, you are prone.
Spend half my movement to get up and picking up the caliber at a time and just slash because there's nothing else I can do right now. So take off all the conditions on my character and then just let's try to get at least one of them down. 21 and a 26.
26. Both hit for 18 points of damage. Oh no, 28 points of damage, my bad.
Mm-hmm. And still up, so I'll do the butt strike.
Yep.
For 18.
It's going so well.
It's for 9.
That's all I can do.
Okay. The Eidolons go. The Farlight Eidolon. It is going to make a attack on Ava, which is going to be a natural 7 for a 15, which I believe
Miss. Yep.
and then it teleports to the side and reaches out again, catching you off guard. And now this one has advantage, which is going to be a 26.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's going to be 11 necrotic and 12 points of radiant damage. I can't make this shit up. And I know it's not a broken table because this is the actual real fucking dice I'm rolling. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So that's a total of 23. That ends its turn. Ava, it's your go.
Okay. So, I'm going to... I'll take the attack of opportunity so I can run up and try and free.
Okay.
Gosh.
Makes another attack against you. It's cocked. Natural 90 for 27.
Yeah, that
That
hits.
hits. For 11 necrotic and 10 radiant. 2 5s this time. I'm rolling like crazy for damage.
Really hurts, but yeah, I'm gonna attempt to save.
Okay. Athletics.
Oh, actually, what I'll do instead is I'll run around him, and I'm just gonna start attacking him.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh wait, you're still afraid. You're still frightened.
Yeah, but am I frightened? But am I frightened? So I thought my thing was.
Frightened.
Oh, I thought my thing was I just
So
can't.
you are frightened, and while you are frightened, you are suffering effect of short-term madness.
Oh,
So
okay.
You cannot move closer to this thing. Well, specifically because you're frightened of that thing there, and so you can't move closer to it.
Well, rewind then. Well, I guess I'll just attack the one next to me. I'm just gonna unarmed strike.
18 hits, and so does 23. 17 points of damage.
How's it looking?
It's hard to tell. These things are incorporeal and
Well, I'll
still
flurry of
very
blows it and do
jittery.
2 more attacks.
Yeah. For 13. Both hit. It's now starting to look. It's flickering like more erratically, and this spends longer moments kind of discorporated and sort of.
Yeah.
Part of it starts to lose its semblance of the humanoid form, becoming sort of it flickers from like a humanoid form to just a sphere of light, and back to humanoid, and some other weird shape reminiscent of the behemoth, and then back to its humanoid form, just kind of flickering in and out, losing its form as it's. This Eidolon is going to make 2 attacks on Burlock. First is a 20, the second is an 18. Both hit. He takes 10 necrotic and 10 radiant damage. 6 and a 4. Second attack. So that's 10 total for the first attack. Second attack, 12 necrotic, and holy shit, 11 radiant.
Oh my goodness.
These are the best D6s I've ever had. I'm going to take these to Las Vegas.
I believe it was.
That's total of 21 for the turn.
I had 55, so it's 33 now.
This creature is going to make. It's going to make an attack on Warwick. Natural 20. So you are going to take 5, 15, 19 necrotic damage.
And
5, 13 radiant damage. Warwick goes down.
Yep.
Ashe, it is your turn. You are stunned by the fear. Make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. Natural. 20.
Would I have gotten to make a wisdom save to see if...
You would. You would have. At the end
I
of your
still
turn.
would have had the +3 because Warwick was
that
still
was
up.
still up at that time.
Yep, correct.
That's right. Use the Paladin.
Never
It
mind.
still fails.
Right.
But, however, I did forget this creature now, having downed Warwick, is actually making a second attack against you. I did forget to do that. Which is going to be 24 for 12 necrotic and 3 radiant. There we go. The streak is broken. 15 points of total. So, Ashe, at the end of your turn, you break the stun. Just in time, you kind of shake yourself out of this paralyzing fear, and the voices, the shrieking diminishes. In time for you to see this creature holding you by, like, not even touching you, just psychically holding you. It descends into the rock, taking you with it. Ashe and the creature disappear.
Burlock's reaction,
And that's where we're
attack
going
of
to cut the
opportunity.
break.
Sentinel would be the thing.
Just wanted to point that out before we go to break, but we are going to go to break.
Mhm.
I've got some big news to tell our cast
make
offline.
the sentinel-
So do your sentinel.
Okay.
Sorry if I've been a little bit distracted. I just got like news about an hour ago, which I'm like.
It's a
having
crit,
to-
right?
It's a crit.
Yeah, that's a crit.
I'm so sorry, but it's going to
Yeah.
use its reaction to swap,
Swap.
places.
But
but
if it
Fair enough.
swaps, does it take Ashe with it?
Yep.
Like it can. Oh,
How could this happen? Well, that's
Burlock hits
unfortunate.
the ghostly figure for 21 points of damage, and the creature sinks into the ground with Ashe.
I'd love to save you, but I'm unconscious. Sorry, Ash. Sorry, Will.
And we're gonna
I
go
tried
to break.
to save me.
And we'll go to break. Stick around. I've got to. Sorry if I'm
Dice were
not on
dice
us.
were not in your favor for that
Nasty.
fight. That
Oh
was
my
that
goodness.
was rough. I'm so sorry, but
God.
trust me.
Yep.
I only ask that you trust me.
Yeah. So again, I'm sorry that I've been a little bit distracted. I've got some big news I've got to tell our cast members offline. I've got it came in while on stream. I had to catch up on. If we can have the grim music, and we'll go straight to break. Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes. This is a lot nastier fight than I expected. I thought the white thing started last week was going to kick our ass. This one I did not expect to be dangerous at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Power of-
same.
So
Power of debuffs. That's all it is. Oh.
yeah.
Well,
So,
Ava hasn't been able to do anything this whole time.
yes, you have.
Not really.
We'll be back soon. Stick around. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, and we're back. And I'm probably not going to be doing much because I'm dying and dead and stuff. So yay for us. And in case you haven't noticed, yes, I'm wearing a Pathfinder shirt because Pathfinder's really cool. Let's
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
yeah, let's get the music back on and well, you guys can finish off the fight. I'll just go rest and do something else.
Back into death.
I'll do my death saves every now and then, but have
Okay.
fun.
I'll just remain insane forever.
Time to die.
Okay.
Welcome to Call of Cthulhu.
I just accidentally exited out of the roll 20 thing.
So, as this creature, first of all, this creature vanishes beneath the earth, taking Ashe with it. Will, do you trust me?
Of course.
You'll be playing as Burlock for the remainder of this session.
Okay.
As this thing disappears, the flickering and twisting figures stop. And once more, they raise their arms to that familiar position and stand still. You're left in the quiet. Movement,
Am I still
no
frightened?
movement around you as you take... Yeah. Make another wisdom saving throw. So far, you failed 3.
Do I take another one as well?
It's a failure. Wait, no wait. Fear condition, it's until the object of your fear is no longer within... Actually, no, it's these creatures, so it's still within your line of sight. So, yeah. And yeah, Ava, you may make the save again.
Oh boy.
That fails. Warwick, make a death saving throw.
It's been a while since I did that.
Is there anything Burlock would like to do?
Of course. Yeah. Burlock is going to heave and say, "Where's the shaker?" And he's gonna slam down on the thing that's in front of him.
Where is she?
And attack it. Yeah, he's gonna slam down. He's gonna attack it with his greatsword. Recklessly, of course.
Okay.
Um,
Recklessly. 16 hits, and as it impacts, this thing flickers and doesn't react. But it seems to discorporate slightly, but doesn't. Its attention is no longer
Yeah.
focused.
Ashe!
Full turn attack of it. It's gonna be attacked twice, probably. Just seeing
Hits.
if nothing else happens, just looking around, and with the rage fading, he's gonna look and see the state of his other companions, and he's gonna run over towards
Okay.
Warwick to go help.
Warwick, make another death save. Reservoir and Ava, make another wisdom save. It's a failure.
Yep.
It's a failure. You're both on 5 fails now.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh.
Burlock is going to use his healer's kit to stabilize Warwick without rolling medicine. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then
Warwick,
he's
you
going
are
to
stable.
he's gonna move Warwick's body towards the corner over here, so that
Okay.
in case the things want to touch it again.
Burlock.
Burlock is gonna move after that, what everyone else is doing.
Reservoir, Ava, another wisdom save.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on this. I think I can do it for saves. I think.
I
Yeah,
think you can.
I can.
Tides of Chaos.
Yes.
Wait.
Still a failure. This is not a natural 1.
Yeah, one could have been worse.
Yeah.
Ava. Read your abilities. Let this be a lesson to you. Read your abilities. Ava, you focus your mind and calm yourself. The babbling stops, and you suddenly find yourself with renewed clarity, taking in the situation of what occurred. Reservoir, another save.
Oh, sorry. That shouldn't be with advantage. I forgot to turn it off. It's just the 12.
8 failures. Just for expediency's sake, make 2 more. The last one,
It's on the last one.
which means you don't gain a form of long-term madness. If you'd failed all
thank
10,
fuck.
if it had lasted for the duration, you would have gained a form of long-term madness. You
Oh,
just
thank goodness.
avoided that.
Okay.
I've got like Call of Cthulhu just over here. I can.
Oh man, I don't even want to know what would have happened. I'm gonna run over and I'm
Actually,
gonna.
no,
Yeah.
wait. Hold on. Let me double check.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
So,
it's
I'm already 12. You
not
can't make it
indefinite.
any worse.
Not indefinite madness, long-term madness.
I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna use the staff of healing, and I'm going to do a couple of cure wounds. I'm gonna do them separately so that I get my spellcasting ability bonus each time.
Okay.
Make sure he's okay, and then Burlock is gonna run with Ava.
Ava's gonna kind of like stand out and kind of like stand guard, like trying to basically trying to find where this thing is, hoping that it comes back up.
Make a perception check.
15 plus 12, so a total of 27 healing for Warwick.
You don't see it, nor Ava, but you glance up and you glance around, and you see there is commotion among the strange, ethereal, light and crystal residents of the settlement on the ceiling. They seem to be moving around and sort of hurrying and crowding around one particular building.
If I is it possible for me to because I can walk on I can run on walls. If I dash up there or bonus action dash up there, can I try and run up and then grip onto the building? I get up there.
It's 60 feet up.
It's 60 feet straight up.
If you 60 feet straight up.
So I have 50 feet move. Oh, the Farlight sickness. Hang on. So I have resist speed by 10, so I have 40 feet movement. I can dash up, even if I get to another building and then have to take another turn to start. Can I?
I could polymorph someone.
All right.
Ava's just going. Is it possible for me to basically? I can run at least 80 and still have an action, but if I need to, I can run another. I can run up to 120.
Sure. Yep. So, you dash up the wall, frantically climbing up, and as you get near the top, it's a ways. It's you have to kind of jump from the wall and grasp hold of one of the buildings hanging there, and it's a leap of faith because you don't know whether or not you'll be able to grab a handhold or not, or whether there's anything to grip onto. As you get near to the ceiling, you see most of the structures in and around this place are made out of these glowing greenish crystals. Things seem grown out of this, and buildings they're not so much buildings as kind of small makeshift shelters grown from the crystal, and with bits of piled rocks here in places. It's primitive at its best, but with an otherworldly You see also elements of ruins and old structures and pillars and statues which are collapsed.
Keep in mind, if I bonus action dash, I do have a double my jump distance.
Yeah. So you jump from the roof, from the wall, towards one of the buildings that you see. Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage to see how you grasp hold of the building on your landing. 21. You clutch on to one of these jagged pieces of crystal, and as you hold onto it, you feel the energy pulsating from the glow within the crystals. It's a familiar, sickening feeling, and you know the risks of pushing forward, given the creatures that seem to inhabit this place.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Burlock is going to yell at her not to keep going. Sing her leave. Just gonna yell, Ava! Don't go! Not alone!
I'll sort of
Ava.
come over and see if
Ava,
I can see
cry
what's
out.
going on.
You look up and you see Ava, Assassin's Creed style, jumping from these suspended upside down crystals which form the walls and structures of this settlement. And now you also see she's kind of climbed up the wall to like a far side of the village, and most of the individuals, it's not a crowd of them, there's about a dozen or so of these glowing humanoid figures, seemingly completely unperturbed by the fact that their allies or whatever relationship they had with the three down here have been slain. They seem completely unfazed by that, and they're just now gathering around one of the structures in the middle. Ava, you sort of climb around the side, and you sort of, it's difficult because there's not much to purchase on. You're kind of having to press yourself up between sort of narrow bits of rock. There are moments where you can grasp hold of a rocky cliff and find some purchase, but other moments where it's smooth and sheer, and it's a struggle. Make a athletics check.
Athletics?
Climbing. You don't have an inherent climb speed, do you?
No.
You just can run up walls.
I can just run up walls.
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
$18. You hold on, and you push around. You've gone around to the other side of this one structure, and you leap off towards the center as you grasp hold of the next dexterity save with advantage.
Ava is completely silent as she's doing
19.
this as well.
Clutch on and grasp hold. And it's about now that you, on the ground, keeping an eye, you notice a couple of the figures turn their head and start looking around. Ava, start to make your way around this structure again. Another athletics check. You climb, grasping hold, and as you turn the corner, it's a combination of the shock of seeing one of these things just suddenly in your face, looking at you and turning its head like this. Your heart leaps out of your chest, and you quickly try and grab hold, but you don't find purchase on anything other than smooth crystal, and you plummet 60 feet. Taking...
Can I try and catch?
Polymorph on her as she falls.
You can.
I will polymorph her into a giant eagle.
Mine also have slow fall, but you polymorph into a giant eagle. Are you willing, Ava?
Yes.
To accept the polymorph? Okay. So, Ava, suddenly you manifest wings, and you're flying, and you can sort of... What do you do now that you have this form of flight?
I'm gonna go. I want to know what's happening in that building.
Okay. You kind of fly down, up and around, and the creature that spotted you kind of watches you go, and then lets out a sort of cry, and some of the other ones kind of start to notice movement.
Ava, be careful.
Towards them. A group of them, about a dozen, now alerted to something amiss. You approach the building. How are you going about this? Are you just going straight there? Or are you... how are you approaching?
I'd like to try and weave around as best I can to kind of try and... So I at least try and not have too much attention on myself. But...
So you're trying to be... Are you trying to be stealthy? Is that what I'm on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealthy as I can be as a giant
Stealth
bird.
check. Make a stealth check using the giant eagle stats, which I will find. Which would be a +3.
So it's
D20 plus 3.
D20 plus 3.
And I will just check something. No. You, using what, because your statistics are, your mental statistics are replaced with that of the giant eagle, but the giant eagle still is an intelligent beast, incredibly intelligent beast, in fact, by the standards of beasts. And so you duck in to a hidden crevice amongst some of the crystals, and as these things sort of start darting by, looking out. But even now, the proximity of you to the surrounding stones, you're starting to feel some of that nausea creep in. Make a charisma save.
As the eagle, right?
As
No,
the
it's-
eagle.
Maybe? Yeah.
Would it be the eagle stats or my stat?
Be the eagle
Uh,
stats.
Eagle has a +0, but hopefully
I also have a +0, so...
hopefully that means that it'll go away when the eagle goes away.
I'll just roll using mine because I also have a +0.
15. Okay. Which passes. You start to hear more like cries out amongst the denizens, and they kind of start their attention taken away from this building. They start to wander off in different directions.
I want to get to
seemingly
that building.
looking for. And so you get there. And could you roll another stealth?
And if it matters at all, giant eagles can understand common and Orin, but I feel like the common might be a little bit more relevant.
They also speak the language giant eagle.
Wish I was proficient in that.
Yeah. Wish there was any other giant eagles.
Excellent. Well, because they can understand Common and Orin, but they can't speak Common and Orin, but they can speak Giant Eagle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to think that it's somehow different from just Eagle.
It's louder.
Bigger.
Very
It's
distinct.
more.
There's a
that have
dialect
their
to
language,
it.
Yeah.
but
It's much more interpretive dance they add to it. Just wider
Yeah,
sweeps.
It's like Old English, and then there's the noble
There's more.
version
There's
of Old
more.
English.
There's more
Yeah.
tail use of the tail. Yeah.
it's the pitch that they sort of go for.
Or the
Yeah,
difference
actually-
between kobold and dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun
Speaking
fact
the
is
same
that fun fact is that it's closer to giant than it is eagle.
Oh.
Anyway, you approach the building, and you look inside, and you kind of. The building it's from your perspective, a giant stalactite of this same green glowing crystal, which descends downwards, and there is an opening carved into, not so much carved into it, formed into it like a geode. So inside, when you crack open a geode, the different bits of crystal sticking out, forming an entryway, which leads inside. And inside you see this is all upside down for you, by the way, on the ceiling. A crude stone table of sorts with etched green runes glowing upon it. You see a glowing orb of magical energy hovering over the table, and you see one of the lanterns, and you see the creature with the holes for its face, studying both intently. Ashe, nowhere to be seen. That's a D12.
Wait. So what's on the table? There's a orb.
There is one of those glowing green those glowing glowstones, the ones that you've used to shift the rooms. And there is an additional glowing white orb of a different color. Well, not it's different. It's glowing white, and it's clearly magical in some sense. And you see strange patterns and glyphs weaving around on the inside of this glowing orb, and the creature is studying it intently.
Can I grab the orb, rush in, grab the orb with my claw, and then leave? I don't think I can pick up the crystal, can I?
Okay. For this, make a stealth check at first. Well, actually, no. We'll use your last one, which was the
16.
Where was it? 16. We'll use your 16. And as you begin to make your way inside,
I'm a giant bird inside a room. I understand.
18. You start to fly in, and this creature turns towards you. And it reaches out its hand, and you feel, once again, that contraction, that sort of space being torn and compressed and twisted. Make a wisdom saving throw as the giant eagle.
Wouldn't it use my stats? Oh,
Nope, that's
No,
beast
you are a
save.
giant eagle.
Your wisdom is a
Yep.
+2.
is that for saves as well?
It does not have proficiency in any saves. It is an eagle.
Okay. You shudder. You feel the ground. You feel as if, for a moment, the entire room, floor to ceiling that you're in, is just squashed down to a single flat plane. And then, in that instant, you're back at the bottom with Burlock, Reservoir, and Warwick as a giant eagle.
What just happened?
I don't know. And he's running over. You okay? You alright?
Ava's gonna look up and squawk really loudly and angrily at the building.
The cry echoes through this space.
Are you sure this one's ours?
Is Ashe in there? Is that where Ashe is?
Any ideas?
Damn it,
Are
Eagle,
you-
talk to me.
Are you planning on going back up there, Ava?
Ava doesn't respond.
Nod yes. No. Pick one of the two.
Ava, if you're going back up there, I'm going to... You are? Well, then I'm going to keep you... Do you want me to keep you an eagle?
If they start searching for you, I can start throwing things to distract them. Like throw some coins up there so they go off in different directions.
I mean, either way, we gotta do something. They have Ashe.
If we move further in here, can we look at the town, I guess? See, like, can we get an idea of how many of these creatures are down there?
Perception check.
Oh man, I'm not good at those.
Perception. Okay, 17. It's hard. The structure is one of, as I mentioned, organic growth of the rock. And you see, like, it's like the growth of the crystals has been artificially manipulated and twisted into strange buildings that grow out and of the rock. In terms of the individual creatures, you count between 8 and 10 of them immediately. But those are just the ones that you see. You also note that there are more areas branching off from this this place. You see amongst the artificially grown, well, not artificially grown, the grown crystal and rock buildings, you see ruins of some sort, broken pillars and statues, all glowing with a faint green light in certain runic configurations. And to one side of the village, you see a door. You see a grand, glowing door of dark stone and green etchings and symbols and patterns.
Does it look
A
like the door on
familiar
the...
door.
Does it look like the door on the other side of the bridge? Or does it... It does? Okay.
Ava turns to Burlock and like squawks at him, and then like turns around and is just like to back, kind of
Yeah.
like
Burlock understands immediately and jumps on Ava's back.
yeah.
Okay.
We go.
Just, all right, lead me to where.
I get ready to
Right.
distract anyone with coins if needed. I think it's a better idea than distracting them with like Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. You fly up. Burlock heavy on your back. Make another stealth check. If you're attempting to be stealthy. Actually, at first, I would say, how are you approaching? Are you heading straight for the building?
We're going straight
Or
for that building.
In that case, I wouldn't grant you a stealth check because you're straight there. You're not trying to weave in and out. So, you head straight up, and again, there's movement and commotion as some of these creatures begin to spot you. What is the movement speed of a giant eagle?
80-foot fly.
80-foot fly. Okay, you can outrun these things. Even with Burlock on your back. But it's a large beast. Okay, yeah, it really is a giant eagle.
Giant
so
eagle.
As you're ducking and weaving in and out, a couple of these creatures, as you're flying, they reach out to try and grasp hold of you. They're going to have disadvantage because you are a fast-moving target. But 3 of them try and reach out. Again, their hands twisting in that crystalline and warped way as they reach out to grasp at you.
Screw the coins. Eldritch Blast.
AC is 13. So, and with disadvantage, natural 1. So that definitely misses, which is not severe. Second one is natural 2, and the third is a 12.
Yeah.
So none of them hit you. As you race past and find yourself once more in that crystalline building, you hear the sounds as they, from outside, as you hear commotion. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna, not even stopping. Can I tackle that big thing?
Okay. I think for this...
Weapons out.
Kite,
yeah.
Use your key to knock on...
We're going to re-roll initiative.
Okay, delete the initiative. Let's go back into initiative order.
Let's go. We gotta save Ashe. I don't even know if this is helping, but I'm just assuming that it is.
Healing's a thing. You don't have any. Wow.
We're going to add turn, and we're going to bring back...
How much temporary HP do I get from the eagle?
You don't.
13.
Oh, you do? Wow.
Yeah, it is 13 HP. Okay.
No, the giant eagle's armor class is 13. The hit points are 26.
Oh.
26, sorry.
Yeah, the armor class is 13.
Add turn.
26.
So,
as an eagle.
Roll initiative for the giant eagle, which is for you +3.
Okay, I'll just roll.
And roll initiative for Burlock.
Okay.
Do I?
Okay, 10.
This is a weird question. Do I still get the benefits of alert?
No, you don't.
You are an eagle.
You are a bird now.
The ability to change into a shape into a new shape and retain your class ability is exclusive to a 9th level spell shape change.
It's not a class ability. It's a feat from being.
No, you don't keep anything. You don't keep anything.
Human.
You are a giant eagle, and you use the giant eagle stat block and exclusively. So yeah, you would need to be a 17th level or higher druid, bard, or wizard. Actually, not just druid or wizard to get access to shape change. Then you could transform into anything, your CR or below, and keep your class abilities. But that is a very powerful spell.
I'm sorry, I'm not quite that powerful.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Can't help you that much.
That could lead to some incredibly broken combos as well, which is why... Imagine you could be, if you had, unarmored movement as, Quickling, for instance, you could, move 400 feet in a round or something.
Yup.
which would be ridiculous. So let me roll initiative for this dude.
But ideally, none of your Farlight sickness applies right now, too, right?
I
Ideally.
would say, for funsies, I'll say no, it doesn't.
Because we're so
Funsies.
I've not really thought of the ruling for that yet. So for now, I'll say no, it doesn't. Did you roll your initiative? Yeah, you rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Burlock jumps down off the giant eagle, and
Yes. Does a superhero landing. Just takes out his sword and just slams down.
okay.
Let's see.
Make 2 great sword attacks against the Farlight Seer.
Yes, raging as well, I believe.
So you go into a rage. That's a bonus action because your rage from the last battle has expired.
Yep. But raging because there's a reason to.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the names that you've given these creatures, Lorian.
Farlight Seer. Oddly terrifying.
Exactly.
We're here to protect.
Oh, I'm supposed to be rolling the attacks.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting.
I was waiting. I was like,
Yeah, I was supposed to roll the attack. That's right.
You're like,
16
come on,
points of
MLP,
damage.
where are ya?
Recklessly, yeah, recklessly for sure. And then, you could do 2 reckless, right? Yes.
Yep, you can. Yep.
Okay, yep, recklessly again. Let's go. And this one's gonna be Great Weapon Master, so -5.
Okay.
Six,
19.
19. I can do math.
19 does hit. For
Okay.
19 points of damage.
Yep, 19 plus 16, so that's 35. Just slamming down with the
Okay.
greatsword, slashing in. Yep.
Okay. This thing, it is going to... what are its options?
Die. Give us back.
Yeah,
Give
give it
us
back
back.
up to you.
It's going to use Psychedelic Orb twice.
That's
Cadelic
not
orb.
horrifying at all.
So again, similar to before, it grabs hold of its staff, which it had sort of previously set down next to the rough and makeshift bench or table or altar that it had that this glowing orb is hanging above. By the way, now it is currently upside down on the ceiling for you. So Burlock is swinging upwards at it to hit it. And from its position on top of the ceiling, it reaches down with this glowing staff, and 2 bolts of white light burst into Burlock and the eagle. Both make wisdom saving throws. Using the eagle's DC as well.
Eagle was it +2? You said?
It's a 3.
+2.
Wisdom is +2 for the eagle.
9. Oh, fuck!
9. So, both take...
You're a high wisdom, high dex character that exists. Wait, that's a monk.
Yeah.
26 points of psychic damage,
Oh no.
which is not halved by Burlock.
It's pure.
'Cause it's the one thing his rage doesn't resist.
And that's just enough
She's
to...
not an eagle anymore. She's not an
Eagle
eagle
is gone.
anymore.
But we're inside the building.
I would notice my
you-
concentration breaking, right?
You would, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Burlock is stunned, and Ava is frightened. Until the start of the seer's next turn.
Is it, I thought we were immune to this. if we succeeded before.
It's a different
was-
creature.
Oh, it's a different
Yeah.
one.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
That was
those
from
were the Farlight Eidolons,
Oh yes, yes, yes.
which and their horrifying shrieks.
I see.
I hate this.
Ava,
I hate
you
this.
step forward. Your eagle form drops, and you're standing there. But the fear takes hold, and you can't find the strength to approach. What do you do?
Can't fucking. Well, I'm gonna use an action to get rid of the frightened.
Okay.
And
You breathe, and you shake off the clawing, the worry and regret, and
let me just see.
Focus
I'm
yourself.
pretty sure there's a thing where I can use. I'm just like quickly glancing through things. 'Cause I'm pretty sure there's a thing where I'm like I can. There we go. Patient defense. Take dodge action.
okay,
The
you brace yourself. Burlock is stunned.
Mm-hmm.
The seers go again. It steps forward and it crawls down the wall. And it approaches Burlock. And it just approaches him and its face puts its face right up to Burlock's kind of frozen, stunned expression, and you see the lights just glow, and Burlock sort of grimaces, and that's something I'll message MLP about.
Oh no.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh no.
That's going to be a great conversation.
Oh god.
What happened last week, guys? Nothing much.
Ashe
He didn't
got
miss much.
kidnapped. Warwick almost died, and Warwick
Ava
was messaging you about something.
Ava was stupid.
It's then going to. What's it gonna do? It's gonna sink into the earth and disappear. Ava, start of your turn.
Okay.
The room is empty.
Well,
Except for you and Burlock, who's now shaken himself of the stun.
I'm gonna run up the wall and grab that to make a jump for that crystal.
Okay.
If you own the game, you know everything in it, so steal everything.
For that magic orb thing.
I will ask you this once and once only. Are you sure?
Shit. I was. Now I'm not. Can I try and figure out what it is? But it is. How far away from me is it? Like, because we're on the ceiling currently.
It's within reach. This is not a tall room. It's about 10 feet up.
Like, looking at it, now that I'm getting a proper look at it, what do I see?
You see a glowing white sphere filled with shifting and indecipherable patterns.
I was so sure, but now I'm not.
Make a perception check.
I basically I want to try and figure out where Ashe might be. Is what I'm just determined.
You're looking around, but the glare of that orb is just, you can't really quite, and especially since everything is reflecting and refracting off the glass mirror-like surfaces of crystal which adorn this room. It's hard to make out anything.
I don't know what to do.
What are you doing, Ava? We gotta go chase after it.
Well, I don't know. We don't know. We don't even know where it is.
We've gotta find it. This place is... It's a maze. Where's Ashe? Is that another one of the teleporting orbs?
Can I...
You do see one of them. One of those orbs, which is currently, it's sat a little bit to the side of the desk of the altar where the glowing orb is. What are you doing?
I don't know. Like Ava was just so sure before, but now it's just... It's like after she spent time to like clear her head from that fear, the uncertainty sunk in, and I'm considering we're in combat. I think Ava's just and Ava's just... Is there anything else I can do to try and discern more about the room and what's around us?
At the moment, not on your turn.
I'll just take the dodge action because I don't know where this thing is.
Alright. What's Burlock doing?
Burlock is readying an action to dodge right now. Actually, no, he's ready to action to attack it whenever it appears.
Okay.
He's going to take out a jab. He doesn't have any more javelins. He takes a little hand axe.
Okay. You wait. He doesn't reappear.
Can I cast a message?
Yep. Certainly.
I
What's
saw
the
where
range?
they went. 120 feet.
Yeah, easy.
I'll message Ava because I felt my spell drop on her. Are you okay?
We're fine. Creature disappeared.
She says that they're
Strangely.
fine, but a creature disappeared?
Adele and Warwick make perception checks. You don't notice anything.
Yeah, I'll just...
Ava, what do you like to do? Yeah. You hear this? I'll say for now, we'll remove the turn order.
So in this room, there's the glowing orb thing. There's one of those crystals in the
Glowing
room.
orb on one of those crystals, and that's all you have been able to see so far.
Is there like a desk?
Not in a traditional sense, but there is a jut of stone sticking out of the ground with green runes glowing etched into it in some indecipherable pattern, atop which is the glowing white orb.
Is there any hint of other rooms?
Make a perception check.
We need to get Reservoir up here. Decipher these runes, do something.
16. You kind of peer around. And there, behind the desk, you couldn't see it before because of the glare of the orb, but you see a tunnel leading upwards into the crystal.
There's a tunnel. We need to get the others up here.
There need to be here, we can't go alone.
I'll send another message. Just, are you still okay?
Gotta peek
Are
out.
you planning
Yeah.
on coming back down? A warning would be good, so I can.
We're
change you back
okay.
into a bird.
Find your way up.
I look over at Warwick. Would you like to be a giant bird, or would you prefer me to be?
If I say yes, you're going to turn me into a hummingbird again, aren't you?
No, I'm going to turn you into a giant eagle, like I did Ava. And then you would, ideally, bring us to where they are right now.
Can't they just bring a rope down?
No, there's monsters in the way.
I will send a message.
As you
I'm also not confident in my
realize
ability
now,
to climb a rope.
The creatures that were intent on pursuing you now, they've not approached this building.
I will send a message up to Ava. Warwick wants you to drop a rope, if at all possible. I don't think that I could. That sounds like very difficult. I'm not very strong, if you haven't noticed, Warwick.
You just like one hand over the other and just pull.
Turn to
Warwick,
Burlock.
you-
I only
now
have
you
50
know.
feet of rope.
I also
Reservoir
have
is
15.
looking a lot. It's no longer like a subtle thing. Reservoir is a child right now, and you're not sure when or why that happened. Which calls into question her ability to climb a rope even more so than before.
Gym class. You just do it like gym class.
Gym class? That I've never taken a class called gym.
Don't you have gym class in the wizard school? Get your physical fitness up?
Do I look like I've ever done anything to keep my physical fitness up?
No, but you look like you're about to enter the first year of school.
Is Warwick taller than you remember, Reservoir?
Usually the same size? No, actually no, yeah, taller just a bit.
Just take a deep breath. And then I'm going to polymorph myself into a giant eagle.
And you're gonna leave me here.
Nope, I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to polymorph myself into a giant eagle. I'm going to sort of bow my head a little bit.
Climb on board. This is gonna be weird.
Giant eagles have no worries.
Now,
And I'm
where do I
going
dig
to,
my spurs in?
I just kind of like look a little pissed. And then I'm going to fly toward that building.
If anything comes at us, I'm gonna... Oh,
Grab hold of Warwick. Fly up. And it's strange. In such a short time, this place has been deserted.
Like, there's no one left from those, like, 8 to 10 creatures that I once saw?
No. They've all gone. And where and why, it's... You didn't even see them leave.
I will,
But proceed.
yeah. If I don't see anyone, I'm gonna do a lap first so that we can get a closer look at everything.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
As a giant eagle. I'm actually better at perception as a giant eagle, but I still rolled an 8.
That's okay. It's
Right.
good that I'm still human.
You quick sort of, instead of going straight up like Ava did, you kind of loop around in a spiral upwards to try and get a lay of the land and try and see what anything might be in this space. But despite that, you still see little to nothing regarding the existence of any sort of any of these creatures. You see the doorway, or the closed door before, that familiar large green and dark iron stone doorway, and you see opposite it, on the other side, a tunnel leading off somewhere else. But it's strangely deserted.
Shall we go to
In
the...
such a short time, you can't fathom why.
Just for my, well, for Reservoir's mapping purpose, where do I see the door and where do I see the tunnel?
They are opposite each other.
North,
So-
south, east, west, I think she's...
It's tricky.
Oh, we're
Because-
talking about the ceiling, so yes.
One thing that has been clear in this place is that absolute direction loses meaning when you can take 3 right turns and end up where you started.
Yeah.
So I would say regarding, in relation to these 2 tunnels on the ceiling, which sort of, by the way, they kind of come out and there's rock and then the village. So there's not like these tunnels go all the way up. It's 2 entrances on the ceiling and then on the ground.
Okay.
And so they're kind of at a right angle. They're opposite each other in terms of this village.
Okay. Is the village bigger than this chamber? Like, does it
Slightly.
open up? Okay.
Slightly, yeah. So the chamber kind of funnels outwards.
Bigger on the inside. Or, in this
Thank
case,
you
bigger
for
on the upside
making
down.
my mapping endeavors more difficult.
Welcome.
I'm really enjoying trying to map this place. Okay, so there's tunnel and door.
Let's go say to the others. I don't know how we're going to get... We're going to say we go to the door or the tunnel. Is that where we're going to try to find Ava?
No,
it?
I'm flying us to
Ava,
the
you saw
building.
Ava and Burlock go into the central building.
Yeah, I'm flying us to the building.
Yes, but they might not
Right.
even be here. Like, we did see things up here before and they're not here anymore.
Reservoir's
Well-
a giant eagle currently, so there's little room for
Yeah,
conversation.
and
That means
I'm
it's
fairly
one-sided.
sure with. Aren't all of Warwick's conversations one-sided?
Want to discuss religion?
I always just bring it up, man.
I have each time you've said no.
No, if Warwick brings it up with Reservoir is of faith. She's down to talk about it.
Okay, Matt.
And okay, that's different. That is a clear and obvious joke. At least Reservoir is really hoping that. I have to point my finger toward toward the creature. So in order for message to work, and I was pointing at the building when
Let's
I
go
was
to
doing
the
that. So I'm
building. Let's say
assuming
hello.
that. Yeah, that's where
enough.
Eagle thinks it is. So that's where Eagle's going.
You fly in and you see Burlock and Ava waiting. You watch as a giant eagle fletchling flies up and drops off Warwick before landing and sort of making its way down through these crystals.
So,
What's everyone doing?
what's up?
There's the thing we fought earlier that took Ashe. It was in here. It was studying that thing.
Which thing?
The orb.
Orb. There's a tunnel behind the orb.
Yeah, we saw a door like at the bridge. So are we taking the orb, or are we just going to find the door of the tunnel?
There's a crystal in here as well for.
Oh,
Perspective
had to
shift
complicate things, didn't we?
Reservoir, can you figure it out? If this is dangerous or not?
I'm not sure, but my first guess is the crystal might switch us so we're not on the ceiling.
Well, I'll put my hand up for that and try if that's. I still have the left-right
Okay. Right.
chalked on, which I think
You
is maybe
activate the
opposite.
crystal. You activate the crystal, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as suddenly you poof, gravity inverts and you fall 10 feet and hit what was once the ceiling, now for you the floor, as you see the other three of your companions now standing on the ceiling.
No, that answers that question.
Smart brain.
Fantastic. That means it's a completely different map. I'm actually really excited about that.
Ava's
It's
gonna
be so
flip.
much easier.
Before you
slow
do
fall
it,
so you catch yourself.
I will try to assist anyone that doesn't have slow fall.
I don't think I have so full actually. When did I get
I think you can. I think we worked out you run up more slow falls next time because we thought you had slow fall. But either way, I tried to stop you from doing what I just did. From you chopping and they fall.
Well, I mean,
taking damage.
I was gonna be like, can I be like, try and acrobatics, save myself? I know what I'm good at.
and if that's what you're doing, I'll try to catch you and give you an assistance to that.
Once they are.
I mean, Ava doesn't need it. She catches herself with ease and grace. She's got slow fall. As for the others, maybe a different story.
I will try to assist. Even if it means holding up a rope. Like throwing a rope. Upwards.
I am going to wait for Burlock before I don't become a giant eagle because I feel like flying could help us if anything goes wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and slap it.
Okay, you slap and make a... I will say now you're expecting it, make a dex save.
Okay.
With assistance?
With advantage.
Six.
Okay, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall, and you Burlock just kind of crashes into Warwick, and they both fall into a heap on the ground.
And then I will drop being a giant eagle. Oh man, that was a spell slot. And I will touch the crystal and hopefully not die.
Make a dex save with advantage, as presumably people are helping.
23.
You are caught, and you don't suffer any bludgeoning damage from the fall.
You very easily catch the small child.
All right. Let me just and I will examine the orb. I don't know what can I tell of it.
How are you examining it?
I'd like to start with sight, examining it, seeing if I see any runes, if it reminds me of anything that I've heard of, things of that nature.
Okay. Make an insight check. Or an arcana check, I would say.
I'm gonna go with arcana. 21.
This resembles nothing you have ever seen before. And you're confident that there's no... You're confident to know that of all the arcane studies you've made, this resembles nothing of what you've read about or what you've seen.
The light, does it resemble the farlight that we saw with like the behemoth and on the crystals and things like that?
It does indeed.
I could try and identify it, but I fear that in order to do that, I have to touch it. I don't think I'm not currently afflicted, but I don't know if touching it would make it so, or how fast it could. It seems highly concentrated to me.
I think
It's dangerous. Shouldn't touch it.
I saw runes on the table and stuff. Do you recognize those?
If I look at that, does any of that make any sense to me?
That same 21. Same 21,
No?
no.
Would I even be able to tell if like any of them resemble any particular schools of magic?
Doesn't resemble arcane runes. At least if none that you are at all familiar with. If this is a form of magic, it is of a completely alien practice, unlike any you've seen before.
If I pull out the Dunamancy book, anything like that?
Nope.
Can you compare them?
Even that is written. Even that is written in. It uses familiar runes. There is elements. Elements of like fundamental magic are taught in familiar ways.
Mm-hmm.
And so even advanced and complicated schools of magic have the basic fundamentals. They would all be equivalently written in English, for instance, whereas this is writing you do not recognize.
This is completely foreign to me. If I pull out the book that Mordenkainen wrote, the one that's been encoded that we could only read and if we were afflicted, anything like that?
Maybe. The thing is, now that you've purged yourself with the darkness of the affliction, the journal has devolved back into scrawlings and scribblings and random patterns. So it's possible, but the thing is, inside the orb, the symbols fly past far too quickly for you to garner any recognition.
This is on the table, not in the orb.
Yes. Hovering about a few inches above the table.
Oh, I thought the table itself had runes on it.
It does, but it does, but the orb, there's only a few on the table, whereas the rune seems to be a concentrated mass of symbology and light.
I will copy the runes on the table into my book just so that I have them there for reference if we come across anything similar.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no!
Hey, goof.
Oh
At least you're not a
no.
bird, but
Oh. And I don't have Tides of Chaos. 21.
21. Okay. You start to try and copy them down. As your pen meets the paper, you try and write the symbol, and then it leaves your mind. You try and write it again, and you look back, and it seems like every time you break gaze, your mind just rejects the memory of what the symbol looked like. So the second you break contact, it's gone.
Is it raised into the table at all, or
It's
lowered?
embossed and glowing with a faint green light.
Can I
take a rubbing of it?
Okay.
You
can certainly try. Did you do so?
Yeah.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Oh boy.
My small sorcerer.
also no.
Make wise
Wizard.
decisions. 11. Well, she knows that she's a sorcerer.
You determined, you not letting your efforts be swayed. You take a piece of parchment, you take your charcoal, you rub it, and the symbols stay on the paper. And as you look, something itches in the back of your head, and you have a flash, a vision of something. You see the light. You see all of it. You see a truth of something that you before had not understood. And as you begin to come to this realization, your mind just blots it out. The knowledge too great for your understanding. You take a 4-point penalty to your intelligence score, as the eldritch knowledge that you almost absorbed racks your brain.
Oh, pigman fur next.
Is this permanent?
And you, possibly.
Okay. I'm just making a note of it so that if it's not, I can get.
Do we see Reservoir?
Lucky
What's
you're
happening
not
to
a wizard.
Reservoir?
Yeah. You see Reservoir. Make the rubbing of the paper. Kind of sigh, look at it, and then she just freezes, staring at the paper and the symbols.
Grab the paper and scrunch it up.
You grab the paper. As you turn around to look at her, her eyes are beacons of light. And as you rip the paper from her, she breaks out of it, fades, and your head you got the worst headache you can imagine. Ava, you just scrumple up the paper.
Yup, I don't look at it, I just scrumple it up.
Yeah, scrumple it up. It is hidden now.
Reservoir?
Destroying books is bad. But what happened then? Reservoir?
You okay?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm fine.
Don't mean to be rude at all, but since when are you a child?
I was going to say that it looked like she just learned about the birds and the bees, but
It's got to be
at least for the first time.
I told you, this place is weird.
I haven't really, if there's, well, how can I put it? The rooms don't link up, and we're on the ceiling, which is the floor. And there's a place where there's time stopped. We haven't found any place where time goes backwards. And it seems to be quite localized.
I don't want to talk about it, Warwick.
Okay.
I don't know what to do now.
Um,
I agree. I don't think that we should touch whatever this is.
What do we do then?
well,
I don't know.
we've got a
should go
door
that
and a
way.
corridor.
Well, that way.
Which way do you want to go?
It's a hole in the ground right now, isn't it?
And there's a door. Oh, by the way, those things, they're not around. Or at least they weren't when we came up here.
What?
They left.
Didn't see them left, but they're not there.
Where did they go?
Into the ground, into the sky, who knows?
Hiding in the walls somewhere. Just waiting for a time to strike, probably. We should just keep going.
We got a choice. Door or
Going
wall?
in what
or hole?
direction?
I think hole.
Sure.
All's fine.
I like the door, but okay.
It's closest to where that thing was working. I hope it leads to Ashe.
I just think the door looks very similar to the one that we've seen before, and that may lead us to at least somewhere we know.
I
Kind
mean,
of.
if we want to get to somewhere we know, I've been keeping track of the lantern mirror things that we've gone through.
I'm more concerned about Ashe right now.
We need to go get Ashe. We need to
I
find
am
her.
too.
Don't know if they took us somewhere where we've been before or they took us somewhere new.
Well,
How about
let's.
we just peek through the door, just see if it leads anywhere we know. If not, we just go through the corridor.
Let's see if the door even opens.
It's true.
Shut.
I mean, the door is also glowing,
I think
right?
I want to go down this hole.
Is the hole
It
glowing or
seems to me-
dark?
If that creature took Ashe and that creature was here, it would make sense to follow the path that is here, correct?
That's what I'm thinking.
We're trying to make sense in this. I don't think that's possible, but let's go down the
Trying
hole.
to make sense through all of this.
Let's go down the hole. Let's see where the hole leads.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
before we
find
go
a tea
down
party.
there, can I ask one of you to spare some healing on me? I'm
Yeah,
looking a bit
I
rough
have.
right now.
And I'll go over and I'll drop a cure wounds into you.
I'll do the same.
And I do a wholeness of body on myself.
Smarting doesn't really do much around here.
For all of 6.
Okay.
For an extra 9 for you.
Okay.
Well, for Burlock, that is.
Yes. It's looking a bit better, but time is of the essence. I would like to take a rest, but I don't think we can.
You're the same as me. We've both got 20 something.
Nearly fall again after my.
Oh man, am I now the tank?
Yeah, you have the most.
I have like 61 at the moment.
I have
so-
66. I haven't been hurt.
Weird boy.
At least not physically.
Physically.
Oh yeah, not physically. I mean, you just took away my second highest stat, so forget all of the work that I've done
You
on
did just
shapes.
you did just ignore my subtle warnings, and I did
Oh,
roll
yes.
a 4 and a D4, so
No, I definitely deserved it. But
I thought you were going to
this-
say you took away your teenage years.
so you
But they're ahead of you now.
You descend down the hole, and the crystal structure gives way to a stone spiral staircase which leads downwards. You follow it for a short while, and it comes out into a large corridor, which is beset on either side with pillars and statues, all faintly glowing green from various engravings and
We stealth.
filigree.
Sneak.
Stealth check.
Let's fail the stealth check for everybody. And
Stealthing.
Sneaky boys.
Oh, 15 actually. Oh,
Ugh.
tried.
Tried.
Tung, ting, tung, tung. The crashing armor echoes outwards in this space.
Your turn.
I'm
what?
struck with horror as I remembered the last time we heard that sound and were descended upon by that monstrosity of light.
Oh, that was you. You did that. You could've let
I
me
don't
land.
say that out loud.
You could let me land.
I didn't say that out loud. It's just internal monologue.
Boy.
Continue down the staircase, I guess.
What's this?
So, you see this corridor. The stairs continue downwards. And the corridor kind of continues out and ends. You see statues and pillars on either side. And on the opposite side, next to the stairs, to your left, you see a giant glowing green door. Well, I say the door is not completely green. It's a black stone door. But the etchings and runes engraved into it glow faintly green.
Does this look like it would match with the one on the bridge?
Does it look the same as the other doors?
It's slightly. It looks more familiar to the door in the very first room you entered in.
Oh, okay.
One we couldn't get open?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Let's have a look.
wanna try and get through it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and open it.
Okay. You crack open the door, and this time, from where you stand, it opens fairly easily. And what you see before you see a vast, almost like a throne room-like chamber, although in ruins. And you see pillars collapsed and rubble. You see, you see carpet torn with age, rusted. Looks like some old structure which has just fallen into disrepair. And you see, lying on the floor, still and unmoving, the body of a familiar wizard.
I mean, I know that we should be excited that we found him,
Mm-hmm.
but I was really just hoping that it. I mean, I was both not hoping that it would be Ashe and hoping that it would be Ashe. Like, I don't want her to be still and unmoving, but also.
I can decide. Sorry.
Just as a production point of view, hey, Will, that's awesome. You get to play the wizard now.
Awesome, yeah, perfect.
I'll just
Be
get
Mordenkainen for us.
My name is Mordenkainen.
I do stuff.
Ashe. You awake. You're stiff and sore. And it's dark. Very dark. You can't see a thing. And as you stand, you kind of have to catch yourself. And in the distance, you hear the familiar sound of the behemoth. Far, but distinctly audible. And as you kind of take note, like if you kind of like gather yourself and recall what happened, how you got here, you hear a voice.
Oh, so you're finally awake. Thank the gods. I was worried I'd be alone down here. Oh, that's right, you can't see me, can you? Although, if you're here, it means you probably got my message.
You hear the voice of a very familiar Arcanoloth out talking to you from the darkness. Same Arcanoloth who had left you the message, the programmed illusion. And you now find yourself alone with her, seemingly alone with her, in an unknown location. The behemoth. Frighteningly close by. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
And welcome in Wacky Tabaxi Tavern for the raid. Don't worry, we'll be raiding someone else, so just stick around. We'll also do a little bit of wrap up of kind of what we do here. We're in a 4, 5, maybe 6-dimensional dungeon. That's the total creation of Lorian Ross, which is inserted into the Dungeons and Dragons Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. And there's these evil light things which cursing people and really, really bad. And we lost a character today, which was him waking up in the darkness.
When you say it like that, it sounds like she died.
Well, we actually lost, disappeared, gone.
Don't know where she is.
We found
Someone
one
was
target.
abducted.
We just found one target of what we're looking for, which is Mordenkainen. Ashe, our lost character, just found Mordenkainen's assistant, who I didn't know, we're kind of also looking for them as well, but we've totally forgot about looking for them. So that's kind of what just you came in on. Yeah. So we also really got hurt and used up pretty much all our spells. And our wizard, who's actually not a wizard but a sorcerer, has just lost her teenage years and is now starting puberty right from the start. And he's now 12 years old.
Wild magic.
Wild magic is awesome.
Yeah,
Wild magic.
you know, it's only the 3rd time I've done that in this game and the 4th time she's done it in her life, so.
So 32-year-old, 12-year-old. Awesome.
Yep.
Those 20 years.
Yep. Uh-huh. And the weirdest thing is it's been a 7, a 7, and then a 3 and a 3. If I recall.
So 1 and 1? Or 9 and 9?
God.
Either way, it'll be funny.
No. Can I get a 10 and a 10? Can I just go back to being my normal age?
No. So we'll do our outros. Emi, do you want to start? Or Lorian, do you want to start? And then we'll go to Emi and I'll
Sure.
find someone to raid.
So, I have been Lorian Ross. I have been your Dungeon Master for tonight's game. And this went places I was not expecting. I was under the distinct impression you'd just run from that encounter. But no, you stuck it out, and some very poor rolls led to some very interesting scenarios. And you might have just bypassed a lot by following that. So we'll see how this goes.
I mean, story-wise,
And
it's very interesting.
Who are you? What do you do?
Oh yeah. Sorry. I forgot about that. I'm a musician. I compose. I stream I go by Lorian Ross on Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Twitch, Spotify, Apple Music, all your stuff. I stream music Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. British Standard Time, British Summer Time, as well as I'm looking to doing Friday afternoons as well for the American audience, because I know when I stream in the mornings it's like midnight for America, so, and most of my followers are American actually, so I probably should be doing more afternoon streams, but hey. And yeah, I've got go listen to my music. I do commissions as well. I've just done a couple tracks for this channel. Not only the circus theme for the Chain of the Broken Circus, as Jojai put it. But also I've just composed the suitably creepy theme for the upcoming Mask of Nyarlathotep. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep. The Call of Cthulhu campaign starting soon on this channel. I did the theme for that, which I'm very pleased with. It's
very creepy.
I like creepy. I like creepy. That was
We haven't noticed.
Emi.
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi, and I play Eva, Human Monk. And yesterday's been very interesting. I've done a lot of bad roles personally, but honestly, like it's at least interesting character-wise. I think, like Ashe getting kidnapped and Eva just being like, I think this is where I've got to go to save them, so I'm gonna like just go there, no hesitation. So yeah, that was a thing. But if you want to see more of me, you can find me in two places. One is my personal Twitch over on Emi_Rabbit. You can probably see me. I was messaging in the chat. I just stream Minecraft whenever I feel like it over there. You know, just have some fun, chat with some people. So we just kind of have fun there. And then I also have twitch.tv/Gathering of Nerds, which is more of like, it's a group channel that I have with my friends where we play some games. We have our game night, which last night we played a game called Long Live the Queen, which is fun, kind of like visual novel style game. And then we do some tabletop stuff over there as well. So if you want to see some more tabletop, that's a good place to check out. So,
awesome. So we then go to Del. Oh, can we have grim music, please, Lorian?
Oh. I'm Del. I've been playing Reservoir, your Water Genasi sorcerer, who has made some unwise decisions, making her unintelligent. So that'll be sort of an interesting thing that happens. But I really just hope that we can somehow reunite with Ashe. A lot of crazy stuff happened today, so be sure to tune in 2 weeks from now to figure out where these characters go next, and be sure to tune in next week for the Circus of the Broken Chain.
And if you missed today's episode, we've also got it on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube in pretty much 24 hours time. Our YouTube channel is Goblin Cave TV on YouTube. So yeah, Will.
Oh yes, hey everybody, my name is Will. I play Ashe the Fire Genasi Artificer on most days, and today I played Burlock, the Burlock Ongart, the
Dwarven Barbarian, and
Dwarven Barbarian, and Slash Ranger. And today was a good day for us to die. Unfortunately, it looks like Ashe lives another day, and hopefully everything works out next week. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just hope you guys enjoyed today's episode.
Awesome. Hi, my name is Karsh Goblin. This is Goblin Cave TV. This Goblin Cave TV. This is we do Pathfinder 2, do Dungeons and Dragons. We're doing Call of Cthulhu. We're starting our big grand Call of Cthulhu campaign, Master Nyarlathotep, next week. We're also starting to look into the City of Mist campaigns as our next project, and after that project, Alien RPG is coming back. Ooh. So we've got a lot going on the channel. We've recently been accepted into the Roll20 spotlight, and tonight, while we've been live, somehow got put into like a piezo partner. I don't know. It's just really weird. That's kind of why I've been like distracted today. That was the big news I told everybody on the break. It was really, really weird. So yay. And yes, I'm wearing a Piezo Pathfinder shirt today, playing D&D, because it arrived last week and I haven't been able to wear it on stream since. So I had to wear it today. So we're going to be raiding someone. I don't know who. We still will be though. Because the viewers that we had to go, like the people we were just about to raid, just went themselves. So we'll find out it happened. Hey, we just got raided by a Wacky Tavern right as we ended too. So
I almost forgot.
Yes.
I almost forgot. Karsh, could you bring up the game overlay as well? I actually got art commissioned of the monster that you fought last week.
Yeah.
Yes,
Put it on the game.
Farlight
I
Behemoth.
completely forgot to just show it.
Put it on the
Yeah.
game while
So,
doing this.
For a proper look at the horror they faced in this dungeon, horror that Ashe knows is nearby, is this.
Oh my goodness, that looks amazing.
Oh, it's so creepy. That's way too many arms.
So we faced this one last week and ran.
Last fortnight.
Ran into darkness.
That's way too many fingies for tickling.
I don't think it's on the overlay.
It was.
On the stream.
It was. I
Mm,
brought it up. I showed.
Way too many fingies.
I
that
did.
looks
I showed.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Scary.
I hate it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
shout
I
out
hate it.
to the artist. I need to shout out the artist. That art jack does a fantastic job. He did that in 2 hours.
Really?
That's quick.
That's
Incredible.
crazy.
He's amazing.
That's really, really quick. So we're going to be rating
there it is.
an old favorite of mine, Zombie Orpheus Entertainment. They are really cool. They're very creative, very funny ad-libbers. So everyone that's online at the moment is like, I think we'll share the love to Zombie Orpheus Entertainment. They've got a really cool, really expansive YouTube channel as well, but they're doing some live role playing at the moment. So we're going to raid them. After the credits, that's who we're going to raid. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for the raid so much. It's so much appreciated. Timing's everything. And hey, you got to find out what was happening, and we didn't know all this session what was happening. So that's a pass. So yeah, thanks for coming in. And if I can get this raid command, our raid command is we come to share the love. Our hearts are warm and fresh. If you're a member of the channel, spam those goblin hearts. If you're not, just the first part is how we do our raids. Again, thank you, and bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.